Carp Anglers. My name is James Sanders, and I am the CEO of Team Fish Fighters. You see that little red button down there? It says subscribe. Hit that subscribe button plus the bell button, and you automatically be notified with our great carp adventures. Thanks for watching. Tight lines. Hey Carp Anglers, James Sanders here, and
Tommy Pearson, man. How you guys doing out there?
welcome to Carp Talk. How you guys doing? How's your weekend?
It's been alright.
It's raining?
Yeah, definitely raining.
Definitely raining.
Yeah, I'm over the rain, man. It's supposed to have my work and my exterior work. Naturally, I got a lot of exterior work.
Yeah.
Really no interior work, so it really sucks. So I'm really kind of just sitting idle with it.
Right. But I tell you, the last I was okay. I had a good week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened? You got something exciting this week?
No, nothing. I've got a video shoot this weekend. Only three teammates all get on to make it. Dejuan and Ricky and me.
I want to be there, man.
I understand.
I've been in trouble before on my birthday, and
and,
it's not a good thing.
No, you got to take care of that part. Just maintain.
Well, I missed a birthday. I left on a birthday. I went to Del Hollow.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
I was there. I went back with you and Tia there that time.
Yeah.
Because I went there for a week.
Yeah.
Came back for a week and then left for a week but I was going for her birthday and she was kind of mad about that, so I can't do that no more. So
No, it's all good.
this weekend's her weekend.
It's her weekend. How old is she gonna be?
Huh?
How old is she gonna be?
Why are you gonna ask me that on
I don't know.
live, James?
Oh, you don't know.
Nah, she'll be 28.
So, all right, guys, we got a great show today. We've been for a while, past couple of weeks. We've been talking about buff fishing, buffalo fishing, carp fishing, and then a lot of your anglers wanted to know. So, we had a guest appearance last week. Dejuan Thomas. He was here last week, and he was hosting with us. And we thought it became a pretty good idea to bring him onto our show and let's talk about him as an angler. And I tell you, Dejuan is a great carp angler.
He definitely is, for sure.
Good,
definitely
yeah.
a great
Access.
You gonna let me say it, James?
Yeah, go ahead. Say it.
Dejuan is a good asset to the team.
Asset. See?
For sure, man.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of our heavy hitters for the wild water guys. For sure.
So if anybody don't know Dejuan, let's introduce the show. Hey, Dejuan, how you doing, brother? Come on.
Hey, come on in, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, were you sitting there all this time? We didn't see you there.
You didn't ring the bell? Huh?
I didn't want to be cocky with it. And I didn't want nobody to touch it either.
All that COVID out there.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got my hand sanitizer.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm alright, man.
It's
Sponsored by Coke, man.
sponsored by
He's sponsored.
I'm sorry. Let me turn it around.
Yeah, man, dude. That's why I keep mine out the film. You can leave it there. You can miss it.
Okay. Alright.
But how you been doing? How's your week?
Alright. My week's been alright, man.
Yeah.
Been doing any fishing lately?
Nah, I've been kind of preparing. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Well,
The cabin fever, is real right now, and I'm still just like, hold on, just let me get some more stuff together. I still got some stuff to get together, so.
I know you're meditating. You're working your way up.
Ain't you guys leaving together?
Yeah.
Soon?
Yeah. Me and
May
Dejuan.
1st.
Supposed to be, Ricky, he'd be coming. But yeah, everything's it's gonna be a great time. We're gonna head to an island called Graveyard.
That's kind of spooky.
It is kind of spooky, but
I'm a little freaked out too, man. But I'm excited at the same time.
I mean, there's got to be a reason why they call that.
You can see the
Graveyard.
graves. You can see the graves from the satellite. I can look it up on my phone right now. From the satellite, you can see the graves on the other side.
Because Del Hollow's man-made, so.
Yeah, but is it in the water? Or
Yeah, there's a whole town and everything.
I know there was a hotel. Yeah, I know that. There's
a town that drowned.
School and everything down there, and
that's the graveyard.
The graveyard.
That's all.
But they had dug up the bodies.
I'm sure they probably did. They probably did relocate them. I think they would.
The bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah.
I think they were coming up. They were washing up and getting caught up at the dam. I think.
Yeah.
You know, I think you're right.
Yeah, like caskets are floating up. And
Yeah.
I did when I was down there with Ricky and Rick Slinker and
Gilbert.
And Gilbert. They all said something about that. They did mention about a graveyard when they flooded the area to make a man-made lake. One of the best awesome lakes in the United States. Great to be American right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
you know it's good when you got people coming from France and Europe to fish it.
even that one YouTuber, Steven. Oh man, you guys help me out there. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just bad with names. So, big YouTuber from UK.
Really bad.
France, yeah, real bad.
Yeah, we
I
was
ain't gonna lie,
talking
true
about
story. True story. But yeah, you know, I guess we go ahead and we're gonna be down there for about a week. We're going there May 1st and come back the 8th. That's 1 week. We're not gonna have the podcast. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you guys can blame that on James and Dejuan.
We'll have some good footage for
Yes,
y'all, though.
we will have some good footage.
Good, but hopefully, I hope you guys do. I hope you guys go down there, man. You know what I mean? I want to go, but it's going to be. I think I'm gonna wait till a little bit later.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, I'm excited about waiting when we're going. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be a little warmer. We normally go earlier in the spring, so the nights get down in still getting low 40s, 30s. So I'm kind of anxious about that. Get down there on some real nice hot sunny days.
Yeah, I mean that's. I try to go at least twice a year. I like to go down there at least, like one around the springtime, and the next time sometime in the fall. You know what I mean? And just chill. Yeah. But
Briggs.
That's it. Who's that? Yeah, that's it. Stephen Briggs. Thank you. Why, somebody said that?
Yeah, somebody on the team.
Wow.
Because it came from Team Fish Fighters.
Oh.
What's up, William?
Oh, William said that?
Yeah, what's going on, Bear?
Tia.
Hey, Bear, I do want to talk to you here soon. See if you want to be a part of Bottom Feeder Baits, but we'll talk to you later. I'd like to sponsor you, But anyway, because I know you love that Carp cocaine, and I just want to.
I think he'd be he probably would be good to have on there also. You know, I mean, he was just on our show last week. Yeah, last week.
Yeah, he's good. Him and David.
Bad with names.
There we go. David. You know David.
Was it David Moore?
No. David Sports from Big
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, David. He was our guest.
Yeah. I can't remember his last name though.
Yeah, we are definitely bad with names.
Matt Jones. What the hell? All right, guys. Let's go ahead and start the show. So, while we got you on our show, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Somebody said spot it out.
I know, right?
Spawn it out.
Yeah.
That you meant spawn?
Spawn it out.
I do like that.
That's pretty funny. Well, I mean, to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm a single dad. I work full time.
Evenings.
Yeah. I was on mornings for a while. We're gonna talk about that though.
Yeah.
But
What do you do?
I'm basically I train forklift dock workers.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do a little bit of training on everything and show them how to ride the lift if they don't know how to use the lift, load freight and stuff like that. We load semis.
Okay.
How you do?
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's all good, man. Yeah. But other than that, I love the carp fish.
Yeah.
I don't do too much.
Now,
between working and then my son, and then
right.
it's pretty much all I got left is I'm fishing too.
Now, are you born and raised in Indiana?
Oh, yeah, born and raised. Baby.
Okay, because you got a lot of family in that you guys told me that in a different state.
Mississippi. Yeah.
Mississippi.
Yeah, it's my mom. That's my mom's hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that bad too. My mom was from Kentucky and my dad was from Tennessee. So
Yeah.
So
hey, my father was from Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So both my parents were from Kentucky.
Yeah. My mom, she was raised on a 100-acre farm down there in Mississippi.
Yeah, my mom was born in Kentucky, called California, Kentucky, right by the Ohio River, and I guess you go by there, I mean, you blink and you miss it. I mean, that's how small.
Small was over
Yeah.
one stop.
But just the ground, I mean, it was out in the boony hills and everything. They had like their driveway was like almost a half a mile long just to get back in there. But yeah, I used to got a lot of great stories back in my childhood. But
Same here, man. I definitely love that type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Eventually, probably in the next 5 years, I'll have me a big piece of land too. I do got 10 acres in Mississippi too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Where'd you start out fishing at?
I started out fishing here in Indy.
Yeah.
You know, of course, I'm born and raised here, so.
How old were you?
Oh man, you know, my family, we've always got together to go fishing. So I was, as long as I can remember.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I
You always had
can
that passion, you know?
Oh yeah, I've always loved the outdoors.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, everybody would get in trouble. I'd be in the creek catching turtles and
Yeah.
chasing the catfish up the creek.
And from talking to him, you know what I'm saying, before we came up, you know, into the studio and everything, he was talking about actually Westlake, how he lived here at one point in time years ago, and he, you know, I think we should do a video shoot here.
What?
On one of these smaller lakes. Dejuan says there's pigs in there, James.
There's pigs.
Who's the director of the show? That's fine. You know,
there's pigs in there.
You know, that's what. Okay, me and Dejuan done had this conversation.
He's so
he thinks there's
negative,
carp
man.
out there.
Yeah.
And then
just
look,
because you can't catch a fish out there.
Oh my God!
and he'll tell you every time we go fishing together, I can find a spot for him, and he'll go fish somewhere else.
You know, like
and sit and watch us.
You know, I should have listened to Dejuan.
It's like, damn man, why didn't you fish? I told you to.
I know, especially when you're like James. Hey, you know what? You pick where you want to go first, and James will go way over here.
Yeah.
Like that's where the fish at, and then
You know,
everybody
like,
over here is catching
This
fish.
is what it is. It's like when these guys talk to me, and I just keep on listening and listening and listening, and I go, squirrel.
See, and that's the problem right there.
But anyway, all right, yeah, I'm all game. You know, we should do a video shoot at, say, like small communities, not just like, you know, hey, because there is carp everywhere. I mean, like apartment complexes.
And Westlake got 7 lakes here. There's 7 lakes here.
Yeah, I mean, little small ponds. Yeah, Westlake here.
ponds,
I used to do, you guys know, I used to do fishing tournaments here off the big lake only.
Man, listen, there's a place over there off of, if you take southeastern over there by Raymond,
Yeah.
by Arlington, if you turn right on Arlington and go down
I lived over there too.
by the Firestone,
I know what you're talking about.
you know, the lake that's back there by the railroad tracks? Well, there's a business there, then the guy that owns the business, he built a road back there, and there's a creek that goes in there, that the creek is deep. Like, it was over my head, because me and my brother both fell off a log. And, you know what I mean? But he built a bridge over that creek so he can get over to his pond that he bought, because there's a church over there too, but the church people sold it to him.
Okay.
So now nobody can go in there unless you got a card from him or whatever, you know what I mean? I would love, because I know there's big carp in there.
Well,
There has been for years, or since I was a kid, you know what I mean? That was 20 years ago, you know what I'm saying?
No, and that's how I feel about this lake
real
right
quick,
here.
sorry guys.
You're right.
This Carp Talk Podcast, Carp Talk.
Spot it out.
Yes, I will, man. It's brought to you by Carp King and Bottom Feeder Baits. And please don't
Yes.
forget to subscribe to our channel, to Team Fish Fighters, if you haven't done so. Also, on Facebook Live, please share this video to a lot of carp group pages, and like the Who's Your Carpers, CAG, I mean, whatever, Carp Angler Group, a couple of the Pay Lakes group chats. I'm spinning out, but you guys caught me off guard today. I've got my game on today.
I know, man. I'm
My game's
you're,
off.
like, you're slacking, man. Like,
It is, ain't it?
we're like, how many of these we've done?
This here is
Like the 23rd,
No, this is 22nd.
22nd?
Yeah.
I mean, you should have this down packed by now.
I do. But also, if you guys got any questions out there on Facebook land, just want to ask Dejuan some questions, I tell you, Dejuan could tell you about anything about common carp fishing and also mirror fishing. But just go ahead and what's
Is there such thing called mirror fishing?
Mirror.
Hey, I'm going up now.
I'm gonna be hearing this all day long. I feel it.
TP.
I can hear it.
Where are you going? Oh, bro, I'm going mirror fishing, bro. I don't want that. I don't want them comments,
mirror,
man.
man.
I don't want them comments, bro. I want one of the big mirrors.
That's funny. Hey, wish
Yeah.
I could.
It's hilarious.
Wish I was smart enough to target them like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now, real quick. So we've been at Del Hollow together
Yeah.
a couple times.
Yeah, actually, we had a really
Now, and of course, you just won the 2021 heavyweight mirror belt
Yes,
from
sir.
Team Fish Fighters.
Yeah, congrats on that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you both.
You also, is Del Hollow the first place you ever caught a mirror? Or have you caught mirror before?
No. Well,
Hey, this
yes,
is
it is. Yes,
this is where you called it at right here.
That is.
This is where you called it at. It's where James called. When you go mirror fishing, you gotta go fishing in the mirror channel.
Ricky crazy. That's funny.
Ricky?
Yeah.
He said you can only catch big mirror in the mirror channel.
All right,
Oh,
buddy.
all right, let's leave him alone.
Yeah, we'll leave him alone, man.
You cool, bro.
Am I?
He
Am
get-
I?
bro, he
No,
get-
am I?
You cool,
Am I?
bro.
I know I'm cool.
He's busting me out. Plenty of
I'm
times.
cool. I know.
Yeah, but I would have to say Del Hollow is the first place I caught a mirror. And it's funny because after Del Hollow, the first time I went, which was 2018, when we got back, I caught a mirror out of White River, which was pretty rare.
That's rare.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
that's
rare.
it. But I
It was
mean,
pretty cool.
obviously they're
It was
in there, but
nice.
that is pretty rare. How big
Yeah.
was it?
It was only about 8 pounds.
Yeah, I mean that's.
It looked a lot bigger though.
This is the typical size that you want to get out.
What up, Manny?
Mm-hmm.
Manning.
Manny Aguilar?
What's up?
So,
Yeah, but I definitely love them though. One of my top favorite fish to catch now. So when I do hook into one and I can see it coming up, somebody's about to net it, I get excited. It happened to me last year, but I lost it up in Michigan. I was so mad. Yeah.
Well, you're going to Delvin, and they got some like my big mirror from there. Let's see, my common was
Like
34.
36 or something, maybe.
Nah, I was 34.4
Okay.
at Dale, and then at Taylor Ford I hit a 33 mirror. Which was a beautiful mirror too. The only fish I caught when me and Stanley went. So
Yeah, that's my PB now. 33 pounds.
33.
Yeah, that was that fully scaled mirror. I made posts.
And no one,
I said I made a post.
I made some posts.
and nobody within our team has caught a mirror yet. So, has there been a koi? Has been caught.
Yeah, Ricky done set the bar.
Yeah. And our teammates.
Yeah. love that, dude.
Man, he's out there killing it right now, man. He's got the perfect job, bro.
I'm sorry.
He's got the perfect job. He's, you know
Traveling
what I
fish.
mean? Like a pay, you know what I mean? He's on vacation
Right.
and working. You know what I
At the
mean?
same time.
And being able to fish right back out of his condo, and he hit a 30.
Yeah, 30.
You know what I mean? Like 20 after 20,
Congratulations to
20.
that too. That's his PB now in Indy. He's been working hard for that.
Yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah.
hard to get a 30 out of
It
Indy.
is. I had to go way up to Michigan City to get
Yeah,
one. So.
I mean, we just don't have the right waterways and stuff.
No,
I
we
mean,
don't.
we do, but it's the dams, man.
Yeah.
The dams are what's keeping the fish from coming really our way and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure they are, but if they are, they're probably going through, and that's why White River was always kind of hectic in small fish, because the dams in front of the West Side Bait and Tackle, from one end to here, the only fish you're catching is what it was ever trapped in there.
Yeah, when you take them dams out, you take a lot of the oxygen, you take away a lot of the food that will be coming through there, that'll feed those fish too. And they'll stay up in there and eat and get bigger. So catch a lot of small ones.
Oh, yeah.
Ricky said life's good.
So when did your passion for carp fishing start?
Oh man, my passion for carp fishing started, I would say, around 18 years old. I was about 18. And in this time, I fished a lot. I lived in Westlake, so I'm fishing every day here. But I had my phases when I went from panfish to bass to catfish, but we always carp fish too, because my grandmother, she used to take me and Ricky fishing when we was kids.
Yeah.
And she would always panfish, but she would always put a carp pole out too. And this is you know, my grandfather, he actually held a record down here too. He was real big into carp fishing. Yeah, he was in the news, cutouts and everything. And so I always kind of experimented with carp fishing, but it really didn't become a real passion until I was about 18, and I already had years already of carp fishing. You know.
So every time when I talk to you all the time, especially with carp fishing, also, it seems like you can't seem to talk about carp fishing without
mentioning
Ricky.
Mention Ricky. That's my boy, man.
Because you guys grew up at early age, right?
Right.
And
been fishing together.
Yeah, when we found out we both love fishing, it was crazy, you know. And his pops, his family, you know, I've never been to a pay lake, and that was my first time ever been to a pay lake, was with his family.
What was the first pay lake you ever went to?
I want to say Peyton.
Peyton Lake.
Peyton Lake, yeah.
I've been there as a kid, only with my dad. I didn't fish or nothing. I was just there, you know what I mean? Little kid running around throwing rocks. So.
Yeah, we fished. His father one time, Ricky, we was all carp fishing, and well, we wasn't just carp fishing, but Ricky put a pole out with corn on it, a little cheap pole too, and we get to fishing and moving around, you know how you do, and we come back and the pole's gone, you know. So of course we like, you know, some took it, and his pops grabs another fishing pole and like combs the lake with the fishing pole and catches the pole back and then catches the fish.
Yeah,
man, yeah.
I've lost a few of them back in the wagon wheel days.
Ricky said it was cottonwood. Was it cottonwood?
Yep, I've been to cottonwood.
Yeah, because we used to catch them big crappies out there.
Tia's dad used to own cottonwood.
I can't remember. It was a while back.
And then
And we went to a few.
My wife's her dad owned cottonwood for a while, for I think 2 or 3 years or something like that. And something happened, but yeah.
What did you? So you got who's on? I can't remember who was on the team first. Was it you, or was it Ricky that was on the team first?
I think I was on the team. I was on the team first.
And then,
well, no, I mean it wasn't too much longer. He was on
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I know. It was like back to back. But what did you? Like I asked you this earlier, but I kind of, I think we got sidetracked. We didn't finish. But
okay.
What did you guys really think once you guys got on the team? Knowing that you guys had both been fishing in creeks and stuff, pretty much like how I was from a kid, and then hitting the first going with Ricky's dad or whoever took you guys to the pay lake or whatnot. You know what I mean? So you can go ahead and answer that.
I mean, what was the question again?
And you guys talk about me.
Yeah. What did you really? What was your thought process like after you guys got on the team, knowing that you guys had been fishing together for so long as a kid? You know what I mean, growing up,
it was crazy because we started. Ricky already knew about Team Fish Fighters. You know what I'm saying? Ricky, he was already he's a lot more social than I am. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we both kind of win it, because I'm not that and he is. You know what I'm saying? That's vice versa in other areas, but we had. Noticed Team Fish Fighter, we noticed James. I noticed him starting to like some of my pictures and videos and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You never liked none of my pictures and stuff. No, I'm just playing.
But
you gotta learn to catch fish first.
I was excited.
No, I had to catch fish first. Okay, it's a good joke.
But I remember seeing James liking some of my stuff, and it was cool, because I'm like, here's a group, and they're liking what we're doing,
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I'm starting to see different people out while I'm fishing. I ran into Jeremy Burdine one time at the canal. I ran into Adam Vasiloff while I was at the canal one time, and Justin Keaton, I ran into him at the canal one time. And
I never went to the canal.
You should.
I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's gotten to the point where everybody goes there now, and then you got people who try to do work on there and chum it up the night before, and then you got somebody else who will go fish right in that same spot.
I mean, it happens if you don't get there first. You know what I mean? Like you'll chum a spot, but then somebody else is gonna come in, not even knowing that you chum that spot because they just got there before you did.
That's a good question.
Exactly.
Right there. How do you feel about when there's a spot that you chum for, that you worked on for a long time, and all of a sudden somebody coming fishing? How do you feel about that?
Oh man.
I mean, it's like.
You put your work into anything, and then somebody comes and takes it from. You're gonna feel some kind of way about it, but with it being public, you know, if your area is public, then you really can't cry about it.
Yeah,
you know, you can be upset. I'll be upset about it if I've been putting this work into an area and, you know, come and see somebody fishing it.
That, you know,
I'll really be messed up if I see somebody liking my stuff and then I see
hey, that happens a lot though in the Pay Lake world.
Yeah.
In the Pay Lake world, that really happens a lot, man, especially in big tournaments.
Yeah.
If one guy is sitting here catching a bunch of fish, you know what I mean, he's hitting maybe even big fish, you know, maybe hits a couple 20s, but the fish are ripping right there and there's nobody to the right of him or left of him. 9 times out of 10, somebody's gonna lose on both sides of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just how it is. You know, because and it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? But that's why in North Carolina, that's why they got them ropes in the lakes, like bowling lanes. Like stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane. There's no arguing. There's no fighting or none of that down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, more rules.
Yeah, I mean, not less rules.
Less rules.
Less rules.
Okay.
So the Pay Lakes, for you, of all the pay rules that you see at Pay Lakes, who do you think's got the most rules?
Excuse me.
I mean, our lakes, that's hard to even really answer or even comment on.
Yeah.
All our lakes got rules, but our lakes are, you know, you can't compare the rules like how they're down there ain't no rules. Because it's the people down there too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just
the
the rule.
culture down there.
Yeah, it's a whole different atmosphere.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like everybody's in tune with each other.
Right.
Like the people that are coming and fishing, you know what I mean? Like they all talk, you know, they're like, hey, we're not throwing chow right now, we're throwing grits.
Wow.
Everybody throw grits. So everybody will throw grits.
Wow.
Because them fish down there are totally different.
Because the atmosphere sometimes, you know.
I mean, being fished like that could change up the whole fishing game. And if a lake is being fished like that, then the fish are gonna come accustomed to that too.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, like
So,
they like
if they're that cool, that's pretty cool.
In the wintertime, they'll fish with bread down there.
Yeah.
Like we went down there, we was throwing chow. We talked about it I think a couple weeks ago where me and Jack Rag and a bunch of us went down there and we had probably 60-something rods in the water. Between all the Indiana guys that was there.
Yeah. I
And
remember
we was
saying
all
that.
throwing chow.
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
And not one of us caught a fish. And then the next day we made some bread. All of us did. And the next day I caught fish, but I didn't win no money. But Jack hit a big jug fish, I think.
Right.
Not jug fish, but he hit like side pot, hour, you know what I mean, all that
With
stuff.
the bread.
Yeah, with the bread too, man. So it was.
I remember I
Bread's gonna be very
Hey,
lethal.
I took bread out to the L one time.
Oh.
I was turning them up like my first time I
I
went
love
out
the
there.
L, dude.
Yeah.
I've never
Remember my first time?
man. I'm gonna make sure I go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's popping. I love it, bro.
If you want to catch some grasses,
Yeah.
that'll be the place. And Asian
I'm
carp.
lucky I didn't go out there
I'm
last.
trying to catch anything that makes my line twitch.
We did.
Flutter.
Hey, I'm serious, man. Anything, you know what I mean? It just because, like you said, even my rods. If I walk up and I just see my line shaking and you can see the little ripples, like where the line meets the water,
Right.
that's where you're gonna see that flutter at. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's
I
gonna
understand what you're saying.
put off that little wave off your line, and you won't even know it.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot.
That's what you gotta look out for.
You know, after that flutter.
That's what, yeah.
You got a question, bro?
Yeah. What is your PB Common and PB Mirror and PB Buffalo and Koi and Grassy and Bluegill and Carp?
Okay.
Yeah.
My PB bluegill would have to be about 10 pounds.
Look at
I caught a
Tay.
10-pound whopper one time. That's what. Nah, it's
Talk
fine.
about fantastic.
Nah, but seriously, what is your PB Common and PB Mirror and your PB Buffalo?
Okay, I'll start at the bottom and work my way up. But my PB Buffalo is only 15 pounds. I never even weighed the fish, but it does look like I've had enough people.
Okay, so
But it was a
technically you can't say it was 15 pounds.
Exactly.
It could have been 12.
It looked like a 15.
We'll just say-
it could have been a big hollow.
We'll just say
like a balloon.
we'll just say you caught a buffalo.
Okay, a buffalo. All right, that's cool. That's cool.
But hey, we'll have to get you out, man, and when we go to Lazy L, I'm sure that's when you'll play.
Oh, yeah, I'll tear that shit up.
That's
I gotta watch out for me.
we got to stay at night to do that one.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because even night fishing.
James always want to do some back mountain stuff.
Oh man, my dad told me.
I'm gonna be in my truck.
Bad.
Off, man. Get some off and start a fire, man. You good? You ain't that sweet, man.
Well, I am sweet.
I guess you are.
Sweet like bear meat, huh?
So, how you doing?
Nah, but my personal best mirror is 33 pounds. I've seen that one, and my biggest common is 32.14, which I got down in Michigan. Yeah, Michigan City.
Do we get that? Are we going to Michigan City?
Michigan City, yeah.
When is that?
I don't have my list with me.
What's up with the schedule?
You got the, you got the list, don't you? It's on our group chat.
I mean, yeah, but when did you put it on there?
Is it?
yeah,
It seemed like
well,
everybody had a problem with it.
My phone's right there being recorded right now.
It seemed like everybody had a problem with it,
Yeah.
from what I saw.
Well, you know, Brian Hauser, he likes saying, you know, oh, I can't do Saturdays. I don't work.
He works on Saturdays.
I know.
Says,
There we go.
you got a couple of them. Hold on. Michigan City, June 11th.
June
To
11th.
the 12th.
Yep.
We should make that the whole weekend, and then just who can come can come.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We get boys. I mean, it might not be the perfect time, but at least you know you got the whole weekend. At least make it.
Yeah.
You know
Beautiful.
what I'm saying? Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
One of my favorite places to fish.
Lazy
Pull up,
L.
so's Jeremy Berdimes.
Michigan City.
Michigan City. Yeah, but Jeremy said, hey, he had pieces.
Did he eat a big stop here too?
He had two. Didn't he get two?
30s?
No.
No.
He had 20. He had
I had
20.
230s out there.
Yeah, he had a 28 out
He
there.
got a
didn't he?
28 in the first video shoot.
Yeah, the first time we was there. I was there. That was when I was there.
I netted it.
That's why I hit that big, what was it? I don't even know what I even call it. It was a big salmon.
Right, you sure
Yeah,
did.
no,
I had
it was
pictures
huge.
of that mud too.
I do too. I got a picture of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the salmon.
That was the biggest salmon I've ever caught in my life.
Dude, I bought a stamp.
That thing was this big.
You ever went salmon
It was
fishing?
huge.
I mean, no, but I feel like I have now.
You have to.
When I show people that picture down there, they're like, yeah, that's one of the big ones right there.
Yeah.
Even they was like, yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Me and Tio, I try to. It's the best time to go salmon fishing in my opinion. Is up in Michigan.
It was cold as heck.
It's like in September,
I
right around the end of
understand.
September. Is the best time to go up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, September's gonna be. I'm gonna have a baby in September.
Oh yeah, well, I love your coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Congratulations.
You guys figure out the name yet? No. Oh, you haven't?
No, we do.
No.
It's
Is this something Amy needs to say?
no, it's not.
No? You gotta get permission from her first.
Well, we ain't really.
Should
We ain't, huh?
we? Should you?
What?
Get permission.
No, her name is Lila.
Lila, are you
Yeah.
sure?
I'm 100% for
And
sure.
so, and of course, if she's watching this,
I'm-
if
that's
you're
what
really
he
watching this movie,
That's what he
tell her
wanted
now.
to be.
No, it's
Son of a biscuit, you ain't supposed to say anything yet.
no, we
We had a rehearsal to go through and all this stuff, you
That's
know?
funny.
No, we're 100% for sure that her name is Lila.
Lila.
Are
And
you
obviously her last name's gonna be Pearson. And we're thinking about giving her two middle names. You know what I mean? One,
Okay, that's cool.
one, you know, one for one that Amy wants to pick, and I want it to be my mom's middle name. So, and that's Lynn. So,
Lynn?
yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's name.
So we're thinking, for what Amy picked and I picked. So if you're looking at Lila, May, Lynn, Pearson.
Okay. Look at
Because
that.
I got two middle names too. So.
Do you?
Do you? What?
Edward Allen.
Edward Allen?
Yeah.
You know, when I was born, the nurse messed up on a birth certificate. My middle name was named after my grandpa, Harold.
Mm-hmm.
But on the birth certificate, the nurse put hurled, like I hurled something up or something. What the? So, yeah, that had to be corrected real quick.
He said, "Yeah, that has to be."
Should have named you Colonel Sanders.
I did, you know, that's what
That should be your
I,
nickname in the team chat, Colonel
Yeah.
Sanders. There you go.
Yeah.
And you starting to get all this is starting to go
I
right
am.
on you. You know what I mean?
Get in my-
Yeah. there
And you got the frying pans,
Yeah. You did the
the cast
Cast
the
iron.
cast irons.
Love him. I did have a recipe called Colonel Sanders. It's called Colonel Sanders. No, I'm not, because, I take that back. It's called Major Sanders, because Colonel Sanders is always took it up. So
Yeah.
I'd say Major Sanders. But anyway, But this is not about me. This is the Dejuan show right now.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's all about
Take my
Dejuan.
shine, dude.
This is your shine.
Serious about this.
Yeah.
And for anybody out there that's watching, if you guys got any questions for Dejuan too, don't hesitate to feel free to ask.
Yeah.
Anybody got no questions for me?
But in the meantime, what kind of rigs and pickups do you prefer?
Oh man, I fish a very basic hair rig.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep it basic. I don't like a lot of stuff on my line.
What size hook?
Say I'm fishing a big body of water and it's got a lot of snaggy area. I normally go to a bigger hook. You know,
Okay. 6?
Or 6, 4 sometimes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
4.
Curve shank.
Curve shank. Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's your what's your pickup on it?
Pickups lately has been the bottom feeders, man. The corn, the flavored corn, dude. With the my pink bully, I love to use that you about charge me $40 for.
You said you want to pay $20 for it. And I'm like, I would use. It's my last batch. I can't find these little pink pop-ups.
Every year.
Styrofoams. I don't know where you can't find them more.
No pink ones are there.
They'll make the pink corn, artificial corn.
The things almost left up a boilie, man. I promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. That's definitely what you want. You definitely want it to be lifted, though, for sure.
I could put 2 pieces of corn on there and use the boilie as my topper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was ripping them last year.
Somehow, I don't get it. The pink stuff is what does it.
Mm-hmm.
It attracts the fish. I don't know if it's a certain depth of
I think it could be the color. I think it actually is the color, and they can maybe see it better or get their attention faster.
I always heard too, as deeper the water goes, the best artificial corn to use is green.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, at first.
Because they see the
water.
I got some glow in the dark ones.
It turns dark.
Yeah.
Like they see dark, like anything dark, like even black. I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever's dark, they can see it.
They can see it. Like whatever's dark comes to light. You see what I'm saying? And whatever's light probably goes dark.
Right.
It's really weird.
It helps it stand out.
Yeah. I was watching a segment and they were taking all kinds of different types because deeper the water goes, the appearance changes.
Yeah.
A lot. You know what I mean? And for some odd reason, green was the best for deeper water.
I don't know. Ricky said I just cast my last pink one.
Look, he's gonna be to the highest bidder, Ricky.
I got pink artificial corn.
I told him I'd give it.
He was gonna give me $20 for 6 of them. I was like, dude, I gotta do that to you.
I make a killing with them, man.
Oh,
I love
and
them.
I can't find them no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little is like a foamy pink boilie light that looks like a
12 millimeter.
12 millimeter. Yeah. Perfect.
Pickups, pop-ups.
I tried Amazon, I tried Wishlist, I tried everything.
Those same exact ones is funny because I've tried other ones and they just don't seem to be the same. Those right there.
Yeah.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah.
Sponsors? Are you sponsored by anybody?
Yes, I'm sponsored by Lake Monsters. Sponsored by Lake Monsters. Sponsored by Bottom Feeders. You know, I stand by both of those. You know, Bottom Feeders. Yeah.
Oh, you always do a great job with bottom feeders.
Yeah,
It's been around for a while, man.
It has been around for a while. I've been using it for a long time too.
I really remember
It's
the first time I really started using it, man, and then I got sponsored by Jim Donlin
Yeah.
through Bottom Feeder Baits. Me and Jeremy Burdine.
Yeah.
And then we was the first two.
Yep.
And then still sponsored by them, obviously, because James took it over. So it's good stuff. The product, the product's been proven everywhere.
What's your favorite pack food?
Mine?
Yeah.
Carp cook. What do you think? Carp cocaine.
Same here.
I love mixing that with anything, especially when I'm going wild.
It's like my base.
Yeah, or even in the Pay Lake. You know what I mean? Like I'll take some of that and mix it. Like I'll make my chow, and then take some carp cocaine and then mix it in there too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like you gotta cut it sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I do it too, man. Depending on the season, depending on where I'm fishing. I might just add something to it.
Anytime I go do anything wild, most of the time, you know, I always take, you know,
take
some
Carp
strawberry pack or whatever. You know what I mean? Just
Carp cocaine.
any of them work.
I said I got you on carp cocaine when we go to home.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that. I'm gonna need about 7 bags.
7 bags.
Well, if I get my whole season stuff right now,
You're fine.
I ain't got
Okay.
to bother them. Give me a stock.
Ricky said yellow works too.
Yeah, yellow does work, but I promise that pink, you already know, Ricky,
Pink.
that pink is on point.
Especially in Del Hollow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Last year, that's all,
Pink is dangerous in Del Hollow.
that's all I used down there. And when we went down there the first time, we went to Del Hollow, and Uncle Bruce caught the late record.
Oh my God.
He was fishing with a pink.
And how big was that?
It was 46 pounds. I was glad to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Got
Yeah,
good.
it was crazy.
Got the video.
And it was funny too because everybody was questioning like, why you taking night crawlers to Del Hollow? Why you taking night crawlers to Del Hollow? I'm like, man, because I'm not going to blank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking in my mind, like, okay, it's been raining for the last couple weeks down there. The time we're going to be down there is kind of clear.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a lot of food in that water. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I applied that to, you know, my hair with the topper, and we started killing them. You know what I'm saying? We started out fishing a lot of other stuff, but that's what we ended up fishing with, though. You know? Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, we're going to have to take the boat, go get some more worms, bro.
That's how it was, man. They was bringing us worms, man. Yeah,
Sorry.
they was bringing us worms from the marina. Yeah, we ran. We had 3 people fishing them. You know.
So that's what I'm thinking about doing too, is bring some worms. And
I'm definitely taking some worms.
And a pink corn. And I just want to get one of those little needles that you blow the worm up.
Yeah.
You think that work?
I mean, but you don't want to put the whole piece of worm on there. You want to break it. You know what I'm saying? You just want a little piece of that worm on there. Or if you
Really?
or if you slice it in little, you know, little.
Anything that's gonna be down there moving around,
Yeah.
'cause they're gonna see that movement. You know what I mean?
And we was taking the thick part of the head of the worm. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it's staying alive a little bit longer and it's thicker too. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
We got a question for you from Todd Bright.
What's up, Todd?
What's up, Todd?
He said, "What's the best?" He said, "What's the best 2-bottom feeder baits to use this time of year? What 2 would you mix together?"
I say carp cocaine and tournament blend is a great one. It's got that dry molasses flavor to it.
Mm-hmm. That's
But also the hog chow. I like the hog chow. Just because it's got some chow and panko mixed up.
I'm scared of the
those are my
Because you're afraid of all the cats.
I mean, because I know catfish in the wild they're gonna come and eat that chow.
Yeah.
Because it smells like fish. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah.
But, carp don't discriminate either.
No, they
If it's out there long
don't.
enough, they're hungry.
Carp don't discriminate, but if catfish move in there, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna punk them carp.
They sure are. They're gonna eat first. That's how
So you
I
think the
was
catfish is more territorial than the carp?
Well, yeah, because you gotta think most of the time the catfish are always on the bottom.
And then you gotta think too.
You know what I mean?
A
A carp has to come down to the catfish.
Right.
And then
And
most
you
of the
gotta
time.
think a catfish is more of a predator fish too.
Yeah.
You can't forget
So
that.
they'll, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they'll probably hit carp.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Tournament. Ricky Matthews said
Tournament
tournament
blend
blend and carp cocaine. That's
Yes,
that's probably
Right there.
that would be my 2 I'd probably mix too.
Yeah, I like I'm really surprised.
Either one of those, I
Yeah.
add some depending on if I'm trying to stretch it out, if I'm gonna be fishing a while, I add more, breadcrumbs or more oats to it.
Yep, and don't even put no flavor in it either.
Nope, I don't flavor mine. No,
I don't either. Like I learned this. I learned this from the guy. I call him the GOAT, but everybody else knows him obviously as Gilbert Huxley. You know what I mean? He'll just he'll make his pack up. You know what I mean? And then when he makes his pack up and he brings that hair up and he sticks it on there, then he'll take his little flavor jug.
Yeah.
And he'll
I got the same one.
and look and he'll squirt it on.
Goo?
Yep.
The goo?
Yeah, he'll squirt it on his pickup.
Okay.
Just on his pickup, you know what I mean? That way, when they, obviously they're gonna feed the bait, but they're gonna like, oh, what's this sweet thing right here? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I remember we was down at the Riverside spot. think it's the first or second time I got to meet Gilbert and got to fish with him, so I was excited about it. And him and Marshall Berber, they had already baited up the spot. Marshall Berber baited up the spot the night before. Mm-hmm. So once we got there, they were all like, okay, he's gonna fish right there. He baited up that whole area right there, so we just gonna fish like 1, 2, and 3. And, you know, I wasn't really catching too many, you know what I'm saying? And Gilbert, his, and Bird was there, just going off. So Gilbert, he was like, man, go ahead and set one of yours on mine. So I set one of my poles on his stands, you know, on his pod, and it gets to taking off and running, man. And I was using the same thing he was too, man. So yeah. I apply a lot of what he showed me, and it's
when Gilbert talks, you got
to
listen.
You gotta listen,
well, yeah,
man.
You gotta listen.
That's disrespect if you don't listen to him, man.
Or accept the knowledge.
Godfather.
I know.
And you gotta accept the knowledge that he's trying. You know what I mean? That he's trying to pass along, man.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's funny because about 3 different types of techniques that he uses, you know, I applied them to my little arsenal, and it's paid off big time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, he definitely is, for sure.
Yeah. But okay, I got one for you. There you go. Here, my turn. All right. What would you say is your favorite memory or a special moment in carp fishing?
What's my favorite moment in carp fishing?
Memory or special moment?
Well, I have to say when I caught my personal best.
Oh,
yeah.
Your personal best?
That's a 33.
33 pounder,
Yeah.
So last year?
Yeah. Was it? Last year too, I had another session where I caught over 56 fish on one trip. I ended up busting a 30. I missed the mirror, but the action, it was, you know, I fished with 3 poles on my pod. It got to the point where I could only fish with 1.
Yeah.
My arm still hurts today from that trip.
These have not been good.
Yeah.
Must have been a good trip.
I mean, because I spawned out maybe a 5-gallon bucket of chum, you know. So yeah. I did that, and then on top of busting fish after fish, I think between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. I ended up catching like 20 fish, something like that. Yeah, they were just ripping, man. They got to the point where I can only use 1 pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I bait one, I put one out, go bait another one, the other one's taking off again.
Yeah.
So that was fun. That was one of my best times, yeah.
I think we should all 3 answer this question. This is from Papaw Ricky. What's the best way to make chow?
The best way to make chow?
Not gonna lie, I never fished with just straight chow.
Yeah. What about you, James?
Sorry.
No.
Ricky knows that one. Ricky, don't you make chow boilies?
That was Papaw Ricky?
Oh, okay, I'm tripping.
Yeah, that was Papaw Ricky.
My bad, Ricky. My bad, Ricky message. I was looking like, hold on.
Man, I don't even know if there is the best way to make chow. There's just so many different ways to make it.
Who was that?
Oh, you look like Papaw. You look like Papaw Dejuan.
Like Colonel Sanders.
Papaw Ricky. If you get on our YouTube page, we got a couple different ways on there to make chow. You know, here in a couple weeks we posted today. When did you post that our list about our upcoming?
Oh, guest? Today, actually.
Yeah, so he posted that earlier, and Phil Lucas is, a lot of people know Phil Lucas. He's on our team too.
He's getting ready to.
Yeah, he's getting ready to do it. We're going to do a video on how he makes his chow.
Yeah. I know. I've been hearing a lot of stories too that people are having problems with chow right now because of the way it's floating and there's a lot of bad chow.
He's going to show everybody how he makes his chow.
Yeah.
He's been on the team for a while, man, but he's had a lot going on, raising grandkids and stuff like that, man. So
nephews.
So
pay attention when he talks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do a video with him, man, and he's gonna show everybody how he makes his chow, and hopefully that help a lot of people out, because Phil's definitely he's all about the tournament, you know what I mean, because he's run the tournament too, but he wants everybody to catch fish.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? He catches fish. You know, a lot of different places that he goes and fishes these tournaments too. So that's definitely one of the good videos you guys are gonna have to want to stay tuned for.
All right.
Another question?
How do you scout out for new swims when you look for a big carp?
You know, I normally pull up and start fishing first. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll pull up and I'll fish just because to me it feels like I'm getting started. You know what I'm saying?
Is it like your senses goes off, like your spidey
And then
senses?
after I get my stuff set up, then I'll tune into more of the lake and my surroundings. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, okay, yeah, I got a spot right here. I might stick with that spot too, though. But then when I spot the fish, then I might put a pole down there, see if they're hit down there.
Yes, if you see some movement or something like that.
You know,
I watch a lot of these videos from sessions from UK, and I see a lot of guys, especially from Team Quota, thank you.
Cortigu?
Yeah.
love them.
They actually climb the trees a lot.
And watch.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
man.
they'll go around the lake and start climbing up the tree
Yeah.
off of a high spot and start looking around the lake.
Now see, you got a drone though, don't you?
I do have a drone.
Now you could use that drone. You got
I
a
could
nice
use
drone
that.
too. You could use that drone to scope out.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, but to do that, you also have to take the memory card, put it inside a bigger screen.
We don't want to hear all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to
We
hear
just
it.
wanna see the
We just want to see the footage, man.
Right.
Let us know when it's done.
I don't care what it takes, man.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
cool.
you guys just don't understand
Hardest
the technology and stuff. I
hardest
gotta go
working
through.
man in the car business right here.
I'm like, jeez. All right. So, what would you say? You said you scout out, you look around,
Yeah, I pretty much pull up and start fishing, and then I scout. You know. Yeah.
and you go to.
I do got areas. I mean, if it's got some structure, I normally try to,
Yeah.
fish close to some structure. If I see some waterways that's moving, I'll try to fish by that. But I normally just really want to just get started.
Do you prefer the pay leg stands or the
Tripod.
tripod
Oh
stands?
man, something I like them both
Yeah.
equally.
I do
Yeah,
too, but
I do. I'll fish if I can. I'll fish with both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really, if I got a long session, I like my tripod, my European style. But if it's just maybe a day or something, a lot of times what I do, and this is something you guys want to think about, what I like to do is I'll have my pay leg stand set up, or I have a pod for, like, if I say a week, I have a pod stand set up for a little bit first, and then I'll take my fishing stand and I'll take it down to a different section.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then I'll try that.
That's why I like it so
It's kind of
much.
like I feel like bass fishing.
Right,
go there for a little bit.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not getting there. I'll go to the next
I
section.
mean, that's basically what you're doing is setting up a perimeter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I like about them. You can separate them as far as you need to.
Right.
But then you can still be real direct if you want to with your pod.
How about chumming? How do you feel on chumming?
How do I feel about chumming?
I mean, do you automatically chum when you get there?
What's the first thing you do when you get to your swim?
I always, before I start fishing, I'll chum it. If I have chum with me, I will chum it. Yeah.
That day or the day
a week
before?
session?
If I'm gonna do a week session, yes, I'm taking it. I'm taking a bunch of chum out there with me. It'll get to the point where I'm trying to turn the fish on and then eventually get them going on my bait.
Yeah.
And then I'll put out more of my bait. And then if I say I chum, I catch a few, I'm gonna chum a little bit more right after that. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that chum working in there with my bait. And then say they slow down, then that's when I maybe go to some scent,
Yeah.
some
A
flavor.
little bit of flavor on there.
hmm Something to try to spark their interest. Between those three, you put a bunch of different stuff out there in that water that those fish are gonna come in and like.
Ooh, James, shots fired.
I felt it.
Shots fired, James.
I felt
Shots
it.
fired. Johnny Carter said, we
that
need a podcast on Westlake carp tournaments are gonna fire up again.
No, sorry, brother.
We should do one.
What?
We should do one.
Do just a podcast over at the lake?
No, we should just do a tournament.
Do a tournament?
We should host a tournament sometime this summer.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, we got the White River Invitationals coming up here soon. And also the Fall Carp Classic.
there's fish in there.
John, he's good at it. He's good at that. He loves that lake. But he's more welcome to come over to this lake. But I know he wants that. I know he wants a trophy.
Braxton Bill Dance Ellison. I like to use my pod, period, especially on new water, indication is everything that deep is motivation.
That's a good question right there. How do you ever use markers?
I don't use markers. I do have a set though.
Yeah.
I do have a marker.
Yeah.
Most of the time I'm just.
I've always seen everybody get caught up in them. Their fish or run to them because they know it's there.
Yeah. See, I can
Chicken,
tell by casting and reeling. If I'm casting, I'm hitting the same spot every time, and I'm reeling it in. I can tell what the bottom is pretty much like. You know what I'm saying?
Whether it's snaggy, rocky, because if it's rocky, you're gonna feel you're feeling that fall after it comes over a rock.
Right. You can feel it. So.
Or if you're just dragging it sandy, you're gonna feel that you're just dragging it to the
And
sand.
I promise with bait casters, you can feel it a lot better.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So you like the bait casters better? Than
I love bait casters.
So I'm always a real guy.
I'll go up against any wild water rods
With bait casters?
with bait casters.
Yeah, I'm
I
telling you.
love using bait casters.
I love using them too. I
So
love using them, period.
why
I
would
hit a
you?
33 on
I'm more of
bait caster this year.
last year.
I'm more of a open reel guys. I know you guys are the casters types.
I love
What's the difference in your guys' opinion? Is better than a caster better than a open reel?
I think it's quicker as far as direct kind
More. You're
like I said, take an open face
Yeah.
and you reel it across the bottom. You put your big lead on there, reel across the bottom.
You can feel
And
the tension.
it normally kind of pulls, and I think it's because of the way the reel sits on there. Now you got the reel of a bait caster that sits on the top, and you know the rod, the way the line is going over the rod, instead of having the line up under the rod. So when it stops, it's gonna pull the rod down.
Okay.
Which the bait caster, the line is on top of it, so the line is gonna push the rod down, indicating I think it's a more sensitive feel of what you're coming across. I think that's kind of how.
Right there.
If that makes any sense.
Would you
If that
say?
makes sense.
hang on. You gotta get my opinion. You gotta get
you
my
know how I
opinion.
am, man. I'll forget.
Well, write it down. Write it down.
Son of a biscuit, man.
Now, me personally, in my opinion of the difference in the rod and the reel is you are more in control. When it comes to using a 12-foot rod and a 7'6" rod with a caster on it, you know what I mean? Like that fish can't really power you.
Right.
You're gonna have more power over that fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because with the caster rod. You know what I mean? I mean, a bunch of people may not have been there, but that's what I've used both times in New York, and I'm sitting here telling you, if the people that's watching this or follows us or whatnot, you know what I mean? When me and Stephen Israel, may he rest in peace, you know what I mean, good friend of mine, and Justin Keaton went down there, if they was both, Justin Keaton, he's a wild water fanatic. If I could have got both of them to switch from wild water rods, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And use the pay leg rods and stands, that tournament, because we would have won.
Okay.
We would have won that tournament.
32-15. Third fish caught. About 12 hours into the session.
On bottom feeder, flavored corn and carp cocaine.
Yep. My PB fell to bottom feeder baits again.
William Bear said they say when you use carp cocaine, your line will always get the bump.
Get the bump.
Do you get it? Your line always
All
gets
right.
the bump.
See, I knew it was going to happen. I was going to forget. I didn't get to it. The sensitivity. Now you was talking about sensitivity, and you was talking about with the casters bringing the fish in. Is that? And you said you feel the sensitivity. Is that maybe from the rod, or you think it's from the caster itself?
I think a mixture of both. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're using 7'6" and a 12 or 13 foot rod.
And then think too, sometimes when you buy buy rods, right? And whether you put an open, say you buy the same rod and you want to put a caster on it and you want to put an open face on it. When you put that caster on there, the rod is eventually flipped upside down.
Yeah.
So you can see that rod is set up with the eyes on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? But when you put the caster on it, you're flipping it over. So it's going to create a little bit more sensitivity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember a few times dragging some sinkers across the bottom with the caster, and I could feel every little bump. Every little thing.
And that's what you want too.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Especially when you're in the wild, because you're trying to figure out what your structure is in front of you and surrounding you, you know, whether there's logs here, snags, whatever it may be, because that's what we'll do. We'll just tie a 5-pound sinker on, you know what I mean, and try to cast it as far as we can across the river and just drag it,
Across,
you know what I mean, figure out your bottom, that way you know if it's a sandy bottom or not, you know.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so would you take your casters and go against a big pit open reel for farther distance?
I mean, when I fish, I don't really need to go further distance.
I'm just like, it's like, like if you're like on the other side of the river or something. And,
But that's what I'm saying though, you know what I mean? Like there's no need to do that, because when you go to the rivers and stuff like in New York and stuff like that,
Right.
like the whole thing you want to do, you want to bring the fish into you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's not good to fish the way on the other side, because I watched two different teams on the right and one on the left, and they was both in first and one was in second, and we was pretty much last, not catching no fish.
You guys came in second? No.
No, we came in we got like 5th or 6th in our section, 7th overall. You know what I mean? But the guy to the left of us was using 13-foot rods with a caster on it, and he was. I'm not playing, and he was literally hitting the other side of the river.
Yeah. Hey, I got 10-footers on mine.
But you know what?
I got 10-footers on my caster.
Every time I've only been to New York and fished it twice, but every time I've always hit my fish 20, 30 feet out, because I started chumming in that one spot. And then next thing you know, like I just started, you know what I mean? I was just, and I'm getting them in fast because I'm using casters. You know what I mean? I got my rod straight up like this.
They're not taking off with it.
No, they are, bro.
Stripping off that much line.
No, because I got my clicker on. You know, my clicker compared to your wild water drag.
The way he said it.
Huh?
The way he said it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My clicker against your wild water drag, you know what I mean? You know, even if you got the quick drags. You've seen the quick drags where you barely touch it and it's tight. Right. But by the time, if me and you are the same distance away from our rods, and I got my clicker on and you got your quick drag on, you know what I mean?
It's gonna take more off of me.
Your fish is gonna peel more line off of, even if it's.
I said them pretty tight though.
That's what I'm saying. Hypothetically speaking, it's a 2 20-pound fish that run at the same time. You know that you can't peel that much line off. I'm not saying they can't, but they wasn't. You know what I mean? I hit it. You know, my biggest fish I hit down there was this last time was like 32-12.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I didn't even know it was. I didn't even know like when it came in, like Justin netted it, and he was just like, bro. He was like, bro. He was like, wait till you see this fish. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even know. Like it didn't even feel that big even on the line. You know what I mean?
Right,
but I had no problems getting them in.
Yeah.
And like I said, when we was down there before, when me and Steve and Justin was there, like their fish was running to snags. You know what I mean? Mine, they was going instead of zzz, you know what I mean? I mean, they had them drags screaming.
Yeah, I bet. And that's how I do mine too. I'll still fish it in the lockdown, you know what I'm saying? But I won't set my clicker though. But I will have my drag set to where just my line won't break, you know what I'm saying? Man, therefore it's still kind of snagging.
Them clickers are on there for a reason, man. They work really good.
I know I used to use them
especially if you're in the wild or even in the pay.
Yeah.
Because that clicker would make for I don't know, for some reason, like I've seen where they won't stretch your line out that much. But like if you hit that clicker and walk away, it's like It's like they know. You know what I mean? It's like they know that rather than run with it.
And take it.
Are you bored over there, sir?
What's up, man?
All right, here we go.
Let's get these questions
I know, right?
I'm just playing.
Okay, here's one.
What's up?
What do you think makes a good angler?
Oh man, somebody who's dedicated. You know?
Okay.
Somebody who's dedicated to their craft, just like anything. You know, even if you ain't got that much time, if you're dedicated, you will try to figure out the best way to, you know, get the job done.
Right.
So it's got to be the dedication, passion, and dedication.
Passion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear that.
You gotta have
I hear a
passion.
lot.
Yeah.
Passion.
You gotta be passionate because I know some of the
Focus.
focus. Oh yeah,
A
confidence.
lot of
too.
people do have the
Confidence.
passion.
Just like
confidence,
anything,
right?
yeah.
A lot of people do have the passion for it. You know what I mean? But life and
But see,
everything
passion,
work don't allow.
passion, man. When you're
Mm.
passionate about something,
Oh, you gonna find time.
you
to
gonna
go.
find time, man.
Yeah.
Passion, bro.
Oh, I'm off
Passion.
work an hour early. I'm going fishing.
Passion drove me. Passion drove me to drive all the way up to Michigan City, bro. After a 12-hour shift.
Yeah, that was good.
And I fished for like 48 hours without no sleep. That's passion. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? A lot of my trips are getting like that. Like I said, the trip that I had last year up to Michigan, I ended up hurting myself out there. You know, I fished 14 hours and didn't catch anything, and then eventually got on the fish and started smashing them. And I haven't had any sleep all day, so it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm smashing fish on no sleep. It stayed up, man.
I got a good question for you. What is one of your dream lakes that you would love to fish in the future?
I would have to stick with Del Hollow. dude.
Still, no, you can't choose
No,
that.
you can't choose.
I can't choose
You
that.
can't,
man.
It's
Come
gotta
on,
be. It's
man.
gotta be
It's like
somewhere.
I want to fish every inch.
We already
of
know
it.
you've been
It's gotta be somewhere you've never fished.
somewhere you fish.
Okay. I was told about a spot. I ain't gonna tell nobody where it's at though. Oh shit.
Well,
I mean, maybe like.
Okay, it's-
what about you ever thought about fishing like Texas? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For like the monster buffs.
Texas would be a dream trip. You know, I would rather have me a monster common though than
They
have.
got- but
I would still
they
like
got
to catch a big buff.
They got them there though. They got
Yeah.
big commons
I
there.
want like a 55 common bad
I mean, that's you know.
Earlier, bigger
or
things.
bigger.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up. Wake up. You're dreaming, Dejuan. You're dreaming.
Come
No,
on, man.
I mean, no. It's always good to set a goal high. You know what I mean? Because you know you never know you could.
Like Erie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lake Erie.
Man,
could
there's
be a good one.
55s in Del Hollow.
I guarantee you there's probably 55s in Del
I
Hollow.
bet there is, bro.
I mean, if there's,
Oh, yeah.
somebody
Yeah,
just
that's
hit. Didn't somebody just hit a 48?
Yeah.
I could have swore
Was it
somebody
last year?
just. No,
Somebody
I
hit a
want to say
48.
somebody hit a 48 this year.
This year, no.
Somebody did get a 39.
That may have been
Yeah,
what it
39.
was, a 39.
Yeah, one of Rick Slinker's guys.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it was. It was 38. It was 38 and some change, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
That may have
exactly.
been
I
what it
just know
was.
high
It may have
30s.
been a 38, not a 48.
38, 5
Yeah,
cents.
I just remember the high 30. But yeah, I mean, I really don't. Del Hollows, man. It's like it. It's,
You're hooked on it.
yeah.
Del
There's
Hollows.
other places I want to go try, but just the quality of the fish there, man. Them big old mirrors, bro.
Yeah, they're-
Yeah.
I was very blessed to get got 230s down there with the ones
Yeah.
I caught, you know, on one trip.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
far,
God.
I've been
What's your biggest mirror down there, James?
32.
32?
Yeah. But my
How much that
comment.
cost
But anyway. Anyway, no, 32 is my mirror, but I can't seem to get past 29 on common.
you? Yeah.
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 Well, you got, hopefully when you guys go down there this time, you guys break all your PBs.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. That's a done deal. 55.
Yeah.
55?
Yeah, I just.
Yeah. We're gonna be up there. We're gonna do something great. Yeah.
There's somewhat, man.
It's
there's
gonna be-
just-
I know everybody say that, but I just got a feeling, man. And then I think carp are a spiritual type
Got a
of
feeling
fish,
in my
too.
corns.
And then we're gonna be on Graveyard Island.
Graveyard Island.
Is that the name of the island?
Yeah, Graveyard
Yeah.
Island.
Yeah.
Oh, I never, what's crazy? I've never heard of it.
Neither until this year. Graveyard.
Wow.
I guess it's.
Yeah, I know, because it's
Are you guys doing the houseboat thing?
On the map, it's called Opossum Island.
It's on the map, it's called Possum?
Yeah, Opossum Island.
Are you guys doing the houseboat thing?
No. Nope. We're just gonna be dropped off,
Yep, and get dropped
That's it.
off.
so.
Camp out, baby.
Yeah, you guys you guys better check that list twice. Make sure you guys got everything you need.
I am bringing a
I'll
kayak,
double
so.
check, man. It takes me a couple weeks to get a trip together like that. It just,
Well, I mean, yeah,
I'll have everything sitting by us.
Yeah, you gotta have. I mean,
If I,
It'll be a pile of my stuff
yeah.
just all ready to go.
I'm gonna bring a kayak, and so if we need any ice, Dejuan will be happy to go jump in a kayak and
and go get it in the kayak. Yeah, right.
go get some
You
ice.
better drink some hot. You better. Hey, you be drinking hot beer and pop on it.
Right, that is. You be drinking lake water, sterilizing lake water over boiling it.
Boil water.
Brian Miller said, "What's y'all's go-to pack bait?"
Carp cocaine, baby.
Carp cocaine.
Yep.
I'm serious. A lot of people.
Start mixing in what you already kind of use with it, you know.
Yeah, I use sometimes
Carp cocaine
I use it
is,
as a cutter. Sometimes I
right.
use it. You know what I mean?
What I'm so impressed with carp cocaine is once it's got like 13 different ingredients in it, plus the carp that thrives on a lot of stuff that's in it. But also, once it's on the bottom of the lake floor and you got that perfect pack ball and then it starts breaking down slowly, it starts leaving this milky white cloud that starts coming off of it. And
Don't tell the ingredients.
Oh,
He said,
it's got oats in it. That's it. I mean, 1,200 different ingredients.
Ricky Massey said, he said, I'll watch his rods while he's getting ice.
That's what I was thinking, Rick.
Hey, bro, I'm going to get ice, bro. I'll be back in 2 days.
Yeah, that's messed up. They left me at the.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, I remember that. I remember James being in the group like, no, I'm still here at the dock.
2.5 days later. That's like what?
We saw him come around the island like, James! He almost Forrest Gump and
I know, like he done been stranded.
It's like the.
He
I
left him over naked in a frame.
It wasn't a day. It wasn't a day. I did not leave James. I wasn't in charge of that, James.
I felt like a drowned, a wet puppy in
I
the
didn't know
rain,
what the
waiting for
plans
my
were.
owners to come by and pick me up. They got me tied to the tree. They're gonna come back for me. I know it.
You guys ended up hitting some nice fish that trip though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. Even our boys did too. My son got a 28-pound mirror, and Hunter got a 28-pound too.
Yeah.
That's,
I think that's one of my special moments right there. I mean, it's watch my son.
Nick Ramsey said, "What's your go-to wild water flavor?"
That's good.
what's my go-to wild water flavor? Man, I got at least 5 of them in that top. I got a top 5.
What's your top 3?
Top 3, man, grape, cherry, and peach.
Peach is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banana's good too.
Throw banana in there too, but banana though it's kind of finicky with banana. I've noticed it's a
Hit
certain
and miss.
it's a certain time.
What
with
about
banana.
pineapple?
Though that
I'm
too.
good. I like
Pineapple's
pineapple.
good.
Cherry is
I like it too.
really cherry's a good one too.
That's a Gilbert.
Cherry's
flavor.
one of,
Yeah, that's one of Gilbert's very, very go-tos.
come on, I got the same. I promise. And I'll be working with that stuff, man. I promise it nails them. And once you use it for a while, it seems like it just keeps bringing them.
Brian Miller, you guys may want to answer this. I know I definitely do because I already got my answer already. He said, "Are y'all ever going to go on a wild water buffalo trip?"
Hell yeah.
Every time I go to the L, I'm out there to chase buffs and grassies.
There is. Grassy's a lot.
Like I go out there and target those buffs, and I kill them on break.
But Cataract Lake has got some good sized buffs in there too.
Yeah.
Dude, it needs to be fish, man.
But it's got a lot of small commons.
That's what I'm saying. You got to go to.
There's a lot of
You got to go to spots that normally are not. Where there's a bunch of little ones.
I don't know. Maybe somehow get into our budget. We all jump in a van or truck or whatever, and we all take turns driving. Just go straight to Texas.
That was going to be my answer.
And
just do a
we should
caravan.
I don't care. Sooner or later, I'm definitely gonna get a hold of Austin Anderson, and I'm gonna book one of his trips. That's one of
And
that's
do a video shoot.
that's one of my.
If he gives us a good, Austin gives a good discount, we do an awesome video on it. Awesome. Like,
We can rent a bus.
He was saying, maybe we should reach out to him when we did the podcast with him. He said he would be interested in, what I'm saying, some type of sponsorship. I know I definitely would love to go out there. What I mean, especially all I gotta do is fly out there. Couple hours, yeah.
yeah.
It'd be easier to fly out there because
How much
you don't need
What do you
to take
think? What would you think a good?
That drive, you're gonna need sleep once you get there.
What would you say? How much do you think it costs to get there? Just to fly, 300,
I mean,
600 there and back, right?
No,
Nah.
you get a round trip.
Round trip.
Probably.
Yeah, or probably 300, maybe even cheaper.
Yeah.
It just depends.
Yeah.
Let's see. Strawberry sweet corn is good. Is gold in the
I always kill them with some sweet corn too. I like some
Sweet corn's awesome.
But yeah, I would love to go there. There too.
Texas.
Yeah, but out there.
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna try to go to Del Hollow still this year? I know you're not making it this year. I mean, that's
It really just depends. Like we're about to go on vacation to Gulf Shores, Alabama, so really that's our main prize, our main focus right now.
I don't think Amy's gonna really get that mad at you if you miss her birthday.
Man, James, you better stop.
James, you being real bad influence.
Hey, she's probably.
Let Tia get
I'm about to say, Amy's probably on the phone with Tia right now. Like, girl, you know what to do.
Girl, we about to lock them both up. They ain't going nowhere.
But shout out to you, Amy. I know your birthday's this weekend, so
Yeah,
happy
man,
birthday.
so I definitely ain't gonna miss that, man, trying to make it all about her.
You gonna miss her birthday?
No,
Oh,
not this year anyways.
I got
We
you.
won't.
What is it like fishing up in New York? From Brian Miller.
That's a question for you right there, because I haven't been. I want to get to New York.
Me neither. We tried, but COVID
I'll just put it like this, if you ever have the opportunity, not
Good.
just for Brian Miller, who asked the question, but for anybody, if you ever have the opportunity to go up there, you better go. Especially in the spring. In the fall is okay, but they're not up in the river like they are in the spring. Because in the spring they're going up there to spawn, so they're all headed up there towards the Red Mill Inn. I've caught more 20s there.
Yeah.
Not my second trip, but my first trip that I went to. I caught more 20s in 3 days than I probably have my whole life.
Wow.
I'm being serious. Like from the time that we got there, and until the time we left, like our problem was our bottom fish was 23 and some change. We hit so many 20s and 21s, 22s, 23 evens. It was unreal. It was a blast. You know what I mean? It was all fun and games. It was all fun and games until we couldn't hit no bigger fish. You know what I mean? And then we went. Hey, I'm not bull crapping, bro. We was in first place the whole tournament. The whole tournament until we went into that blackout. And then when we went in that blackout, bro, like I said, we couldn't gain no weight. Like our top fish was like 26 and some change.
I feel like that. I understand the whole blackout thing, but I feel like it's a scary moment too.
I mean, it is because you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's being caught.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So then but they give you a pamphlet. They give you a book so you can keep track of your top 10 also, so you know what weight you got.
So what's the purpose of the blackout? What, people sleep?
No, there isn't. I mean, really, if
I'm talking about for
if you're
host.
sleeping, what do you mean?
I mean, like the host that's hosting the tournament, the weighmaster.
No, the weightmasters they switch. They
Okay.
do shifts, and I'm sure that I'm just going to call her the Rod Snatcher because that's what we nicknamed her. The Rod Snatcher. I can't even remember their name right now. That run the tournament up there in New York.
Is it Guinea?
Oh yeah, it's Guinea and
Gary. Gary Giddy.
Man, forgive me, you guys. I can't remember.
Man,
her name.
I'm bad.
It's just bad. It's just a bad name day.
It's like Dumb and Dumber.
Nah, hell nah. Y'all ain't that dumb.
But yeah, man. The blackout.
I'm serious.
The blackout is just, it just makes it more interesting because you go from knowing what people's catching to not knowing what people is catching.
Probably just makes you anxiety. Probably just
it does
stir you up a
because
little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get things.
And at the end of the tournament, that's when people are crashing. What I mean by crashing, I mean not like, hey, I'm about to go to bed.
I think
I have no choice because I can't function because I've been up for 70-something hours straight. You know what I mean?
the stories that you told me about when you guys went to New York, I feel like that was your downfall, is because you guys didn't get enough sleep. You guys didn't get enough sleep
Man,
towards the end of the tournament.
We took turns periodically taking cat naps and stuff like that. That first year, that wasn't our. We didn't even have that problem the second time. You know what I mean? Yeah, we was. Like if the people when Steve and Justin took the magazine from 2019. When we came back, because COVID happened not too long after that, so it postponed a year. So when we
I was planning on going to that.
Yeah, so when we came back the following year, they had used Justin and Stephen Israel's picture in the magazine, and and this was like after us driving down there, and then we stayed at the hotel for a couple days before the draw and everything, and then we started fishing. We was like 24 hours in, and when they came around with the cameras and everything, you know what I mean? That's when I had passed out. I couldn't take no more. I'm over here in the tent, and the whole time, and they're yelling at me like, Tommy, get up! Rods are ripping! And I'm over there so tired and dead, ain't got no energy left in me, and we're only 24 hours in, you know what I mean? And that's when they took the pictures with them 5 or 6 fish in the caddies and everything, man. And it rained too.
I remember that too.
But we had a pocket out in front of us, bro, like the river flowed, boom, but then there was this big inlet.
That's why you didn't fish that far, because it was right there.
Huh? Oh, no, I was fishing. I was hitting the middle with my casters.
Oh, was it?
I wasn't hitting the other side, you know what I mean? But I was definitely getting the middle, and it got to the point, bro, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, no, we wasn't really chumming like that.
No, I'm just saying, once you hit that same spot.
Yeah, we was throwing bullies, and then it got to the point where I was just throwing 2 puffs on one, on a straight pay lake rig. 2 puffs. Bombing out there with a 2-ounce sinker. Taking my other one with two boilies like this, stacked on top of each other, almost like a snowman, you know what I mean? And I ain't using no pack or nothing, bro. I'm just sitting them out there, and as fast as I could set them down, they was taking off. As fast as I could hit that clicker, bro, they was sometimes maybe even in my hand.
Bro, I love that type of shit.
Man, it's a fishing trip of a lifetime. If you got a chance to go.
That's that shit.
Everyone, what is your craziest experience while fishing? One.
Craziest experience.
Craziest experience.
Oh man, it's been a bunch of them, man. But I had to say one time, I guess I was fishing, especially with a friend of mine, and it was at my old apartment complex, Cross Creek. But anyway, we was fishing, we was pan fishing, and a muskrat goes to swimming across the water. And my friend, he always bragged about, man, you the baddest fisherman I know, you the baddest. He was like, and then all of a sudden he was like, I bet you can't catch that muskrat, you know. So I cast my pole first time. I went past it about a foot, and then reeled it in, and then got right into it, and then reeled it all the way up. And of course, by the time I got the muskrat up close to the bank, I'm like, I'm gonna get this mug off. So I just let it keep playing on, and then eventually it just came off. So I guess that was pretty crazy. Yeah.
No animals hurt you there in the middle of this video.
I done caught big snakes and turtles. It's pretty wild, man. Yeah. I think I need to do like a carp adventure show or something.
You're on Team Fish Fighters.
I'm talking about like a.
Oh, your own thing?
That's a good question. Brian Miller said, do you think baiting up bring in bigger carp?
Yes.
I would say so, especially if they're around.
I would say yes. I would say no, and yes, because I think if you bait up all the fish, they're all gonna come.
Right.
You just gotta know how to target them bigger fish.
You do, because I think bigger fish have more of
What I always
Smarter mentality on.
an acquired taste. It's kind of like an adult taste. You know, you're young, you like cheese pizza. You grow up, next thing you know, you like a pizza loaded. You know what I'm saying? I think it's kind of like that. You know, it's more of an acquired taste. That's because like banana. Like I always hit big fish with banana. I always hit big fish, but it's a certain time, and you know, stuff like that. It just seems weird. You know, it don't seem like I wouldn't pull up and just like banana be like one of my first choices. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be like it's pristine time. You know, to fish it.
What I think is if you chum a lot, but you have your lines itself, throw some bigger boilies, because I always heard bigger boilies brings in the bigger fish.
I've heard that too. But
And just because the smaller fish is all there, but they can't eat all that smaller bait, you know, the bigger bait.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's why people are, that's why they say use bigger baits, because a smaller carp's mouth is not going to be able to suck in what I call a donkey choker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to
snowman.
you got to have a bigger.
But I've had some small fish, man, pick up those big baits too, man. You'd be surprised sometimes with fish. Their mouths can stretch, they can suck at the same time.
Yeah.
Before they know it, they're inhaling something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Gilbert. Now I started doing those bottom feeder baits, jumbo corns. Well, that's why Gilbert uses there for World Classic Baits. He uses a lot of those jumbo corns.
I use them too. I've never caught anything on them.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right.
I think it does though.
But bigger bait. Yeah.
I think the variety of the bait that you put in your chum
Mm-hmm.
will, can bring in big fish. If you're gonna chum, I think it's cool to switch it up. Do like some corn, some tiger nuts, some hemp seed, and then hit like some pellets too. After that, after a while, try some different stuff. A few pack balls. I think it's the variety.
Yeah.
I think we all three may be able to answer this question because he's asking. John Jones said, I got a question for both sides, the wild side and the Pay Lake side. Have you guys ever tried to use Fruity Pebbles as a pack bait in the wild and the Pay Lake side? ? If so, did it have any results? Because they say Fruity Pebbles is rice pretty much.
I do got a pack bait that's got fruit.
Yeah, that was going to be, I guess, all three of one of our answers.
Right.
He does put Fruity Pebbles in one of his pack baits.
It's called Champion Choice. So.
Works really well too, by the way.
Yeah.
2 cans of cream corn for a whole bag, 1 can for a half a bag, whatever. If you want to put some flavor in, as much as you may prefer.
But yeah, that sweet taste. Carp likes that sweet stuff.
Yeah. And as far as the Pay Lake side,
It's Pay Lake side, in my opinion, is different because there's a lot of Pay Lakes. There's only one type of Pay Lake you go to, because some stuff they don't allow inside Pay Lakes.
Yeah,
they
some
do.
Yeah, but
that's what I heard.
They couldn't say nothing to you for putting cereal in your bait, especially Fruity Pebbles. Like that's not Pay Lake.
I think down south I heard that mainly, but here it's okay.
Yeah, I ain't never seen nobody make no bait out of Fruity Pebbles, like as far as
Just
like a dough ball or anything like that. But I've seen lots of people, take Fruity Pebbles and stuff like that and mix it in with their even their chow.
Now with the Fruity Pebble, I was going to say Fruity Pebbles. With my Champion's Choice that's got for some Fruity Pebbles in it, once you let that bait down, that bait's going to absorb and just basically sync with the rest of your pack bait,
Yeah.
So.
Corey Hill said it's mere food.
and it all starts right there. There we go. Oh,
let's see.
What question we got? Anybody else got any questions?
Yeah, anybody else got any questions out there for
please go ahead and try it again. This
can you guys hear us pretty good?
Yeah, this is all sponsored by Bottom Feeder Baits and Carp
Check 1 2 1 2.
Carp King.
Is that thing on?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to get you and Bear together. Yeah, we need
I was
to
trying to tell you, man. I'll beatbox for her.
we're gonna get you and Bear together, man, and have you guys come up with a team fish fighter theme song. Hey, well, you think I'm playing?
I'm all for it. I'm laughing, but I'm all
I know
for it.
James laughing.
No,
Hey,
I believe
we
you.
got James in here with his hat like this.
This team
you know
don't-
what I mean? He's like, man, I'm loving the anthem. You know what I mean?
This team don't surprise me at all what happens to them.
I'm multi-talented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you,
What you want to ask me, James?
Yeah,
that ain't
I wanna do it.
Yeah, something that ain't on the list. What do you want to know?
what do you prefer, fishing at day or night?
At night, early morning, night
Night?
type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it all. So,
Yeah.
if I'm fishing, I'm fishing. Bro.
Yeah, fishing.
Yeah, but once that sun starts to go down, my juices really start to flow.
Yeah.
I'm known for
Oh,
staying
yeah.
all the way up through the night. And
He sings at night. He does. Before he goes to bed, he'll sing. What's that song you sang when you went to
what
Del?
song was that? I don't know, man.
You know the song.
I sing a lot of songs,
It
man.
was kind of like a nursery rhyme thing or something. I don't know. It's creepy. But anyway.
It was
The
creepy.
Worm song?
Yeah, the worm song.
The Nobody Likes Me song?
Yeah.
Nobody likes me, everybody hates me, I'm gonna eat some worm. Lord, Slim, slime, you want to
Hey, speaking of worms,
Camping, I used to camp.
somebody I know was supposed to eat some worms.
Now, did we ever get that? Now, what the freak are you doing? That was over a year ago.
I know, but I'm sure we surpassed whatever
At a
we was
certain
trying to
moment.
reach.
All because you forget
I
about
can't
it.
I think we was trying to reach 2,000 subscribers and we're past 2,000.
You were supposed to eat a worm?
He was supposed to eat some worms.
Damn.
And it was all him too. He was like, man, you know what? If we get this, I'll eat some worms. I was
He had
like,
that
you're
jack.
gonna eat some worms?
He had that jack
And we
on.
got, we got it. Hey, we got that on video too. I'm gonna find that.
All right now, if I get
Oh, man. Hey, bro.
100 likes, I'll eat a worm next week.
A worm?
One night crawler. Yeah.
Hold on now. Like, are you gonna
Man,
like,
don't do that.
now? Are you
You gonna
gonna
get sick,
swallow
bro.
it or are you
You gonna
gonna
get
chew
sick.
it up?
I want to swallow it. I'm not going to chew it.
I'm trying to get the whole likes part.
It's got oh, son of a
Hey, look. Hey,
Stop!
Happy
What's
dinner.
wrong with you people?
look at.
What is wrong with you guys? Don't do this to me. Who's doing that? Stop hitting the like button.
Hey, listen, if we get 200 likes, he'll chew the worm up.
No. Oh my God.
They flowing.
I didn't say that.
They
I was just.
flowing.
Look, James.
Why don't you just, you should have said a
I've already counted
Some carp
76.
Oh,
I've already counted 76 likes.
They flowing big time. That is crazy. That's funny.
now, if you guys could do that to their subscriber channel, that'd be great.
But man, hey, you build it, they'll come, man. Eventually.
Yeah.
There's too many people out here that love carp fishing, man, and all we do is sit here and
Just gotta keep
laugh
doing
and
it.
giggle and talk carp fishing, and the likes have not stopped, James.
They still rolling. Hey, I'll tell you what, add another 100 and I'll just go fishing.
Stops.
Right.
No,
I ain't
seriously.
eating a worm, man.
Who's hitting that like button? Stop.
That's crazy.
All right. Okay. Well,
Still
appreciate it.
going.
I
Yeah.
guess I'm eating the night crawler next
Man, they
week.
gotta make sure you eat the whole dang on dozen right there.
Man.
Wormer's dozen.
I do it. I'll do anything for my
Do
team.
that shit, bro?
Yeah, I do.
Man, I'm worried about you.
No, man. That's all good.
Me personally, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, this guy, man, once you
Yeah,
eat,
what?
eat a pack ball or boil it.
I would eat a pack ball before I would eat a worm.
Yeah, a pack ball. You know what I'm saying?
How many likes we got?
Oh, look, they stopped, James. You're lucky. Look, ha, here they come.
They
Boop,
heard-
boop, 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 boop.
They heard me say like it, then I go fishing.
All right. Well, I guess I'm
Stop.
eating the night crawler next week. So there you go.
Well, I mean, we'll just have to see. We'll have to look at the
Still
lights.
eat a night crawler.
We'll have to look at the
Well,
lights.
link them in. But
You got to get a video of you going out and lifting a rock up and finding this
no, I'm
worm.
gonna buy one from the bait shop.
You know when you buy 'em from the bait shop, they
And I'll
be
put it right
big,
there.
bro. They be real. They be. I seen
I'm
one
gonna clean it
about
up with
12
soap,
inches.
soap it down, water and all that stuff.
Nah.
Just take some sanitizer to
You
it.
better
Look,
take it and squeeze
look.
all the shit out of it. That's what you better do. Take that mug and jam.
Like, why is he not moving? I squeezed all the poop out of it.
I stretched him out.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Man, they're still
Oh man, let's see here.
Yeah, great. So,
So what you want to ask me, Tommy? So
Well-
you know what I mean? That ain't on the list.
Club, congratulations, Dwayne. Looks like you're eating a Nightcrawler next week.
I
So.
ain't no nightcrawler, buddy. I'll throw it in your mouth.
The one said, I
said throw him at you.
Oh, we should do a contest like that.
Yeah, huh?
Let's do a contest like that.
What does your PB fish have a pay leg?
You know something I do not know. I do not know because it's been a long time since I caught out of a pay leg.
Yeah.
I would say, I'm not even gonna say, I just don't know. You know, yeah.
Almost
Caught
like-
tons,
almost
of
like-
fish, but I never broke I don't think I've never passed the 20.
Tia.
Never broke the 22. You know, I'm pretty sure I caught a few 20s, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's at least around the 20, if not a little
Yeah.
bigger.
But we used to see the rip 'em though. Me and Ricky, we used to rip 'em though. Ace Lake, Indy Lakes. Yeah.
Now see, fishing has changed so much.
Yeah.
Because even back when I was a kid,
Yeah.
like if you caught a 20-pound fish back when I was younger,
Mm.
like you was really doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these lakes back then, they was just putting fish in. They wasn't worried about going and targeting. As a pay lake owner, they wasn't worried about going and getting the Pacific 20-pound and up fish. You know what I mean? Because obviously they was trying to get the most for their buck back then.
Right.
And back then
Yeah,
it was
bro.
just all about wanting to catch fish. Period. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then rest in peace, Bobby Hubbard. You know what I mean? He got his own. He got Hubbard's Lake, and had his own fish truck and everything, and he really was one of the ones that kind of helped change the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like going and picking up monster loads.
A
'Cause
monster fish.
Before I even I knew Bobby from being a little kid around Wagon Wheel when I was running around like a little snotty-nosed kid when my dad was going out there and fishing, you know what I mean? So then when he went from fishing out there to me seeing, me being a couple years older, and then I'm seeing him pull up with his fish truck, putting fish in Wagon Wheel.
Mhm.
And then here, he'd be up there like, you think these are nice? Wait till you should see what I'm putting in my pond. You know what I mean?
Right. He's got the golden ones put them in.
Man, he
Big
was
hogs.
putting some pigs in for sure.
Yeah.
So, man, no like button.
They loving it, liking it now.
Yeah.
Man. Jeez.
Miss Tia Spalding.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Tia?
Tina.
You think,
Tina.
what do you
She
think
gonna
about
kick
that,
all
Tina?
that.
You think,
She gonna kick all her ass.
hey Tina, you think Jamie over here should eat a couple worms or just one?
One worm.
He said one worm. I'm gonna have to find that video. I could have swore we was up to at least like 3.
Hey, we gonna
I
get.
don't even know what video.
Hey, we're gonna get them green.
We was at,
nightcrawlers.
it's one of our podcasts.
Yeah, I know. Which
What
one?
about one of them green ones? You got one of them green ones?
That's what I was at.
We just working on one
Hey.
white crawler.
Where are you going? That town? I'm gonna call them and tell them to tell you they're all out of regular. Hey, they're all out of
They're all
regular
gone,
worms.
Just
man.
tell them to go through a few dozen and pick out the biggest
I
one.
think there's one. Grab that one from gas station down over there.
Oh yeah, you gonna take the easy way out.
All right. We already did that question. What would you say? Okay. What would you say that would attract the carp? The pack bait, the flavor, or the pickup?
Oh man, I think all three of them are attractants. You know what I'm saying? Flavor, I mean, will probably be the fastest.
Yeah.
You know, once that flavor hits that water. You know,
I think carp would be kind of curious of what's going on because, I mean,
yeah, I think that they can smell like 10 times better than a dog.
right, on the water.
So that's the first thing that's gonna get their attention is that
I think their whole body's like a big nose, isn't it?
it is. They can breathe like I think most fish,
All the
most
senses.
freshwater fish can breathe like down the sides of their bodies. You know, like that line you normally see down fish.
Right.
I think that they can actually like sense vibration and hear a little bit with that or something like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
What time we got?
You said what time is it?
Or it's bottom right hand corner.
8:30.
8:30. Gotcha.
8:30.
Is it faster back?
Who do you look up to as a mid-tour for advice on carp fishing?
Oh shoot, man, a few guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to start to tell you the truth. I would have to say Ricky Massey, man.
Ricky?
Yeah, that's my
Sidekick.
brother. He's always doing some researching and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
it amazes me sometimes.
He's a beast.
It amazes me. So it's like, man, where did you get
He is a
time?
beast.
'Cause I know
I
he
mean,
works hard, too.
we're all a beast, but he
Right.
gets to show it more. You know what I mean?
He does
Because
show it.
He definitely
Every
takes.
week.
he
Weekend
intertwines it with his job. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It works really, really well.
But that's you know, he's taking advantage of his opportunities too. Because I'm pretty sure he's getting off work and he's probably still tired, but he's still going out there and catching fish. You know what I'm saying?
You bet your buddy
And
is.
that's what it is. You know, take advantage of our opportunities. You know.
He's still
And,
good.
and then you put that passion behind it, then it's like, shit, what? My boss got a place on the lake, I'm fishing it the whole time too, you know?
Hey, is that where you guys are going?
Where?
Saturday?
Where? Yeah. Oh yeah. That one lake? Yeah.
No, I'm saying, are you guys going where he's at?
Yeah. No. What?
No, we're going to, what's it, Sullivan? What is
Sullivan.
It? Yeah.
Lake Sullivan. Yeah,
Is
that's
that
where
more?
we go shoot. Yep.
Shit, I'll take you.
It's Rome
I've never
City.
been there.
It's in Rome City. It's about 2.5 hours from here.
Big fish in there?
Ricky.
They say?
Yeah. Ricky's pulled up. That's where I won the team tournament there.
Then that's the same place Ricky's fishing at right now.
Yeah.
So I just asked it and he was like, no.
No. What?
No, what?
Huh? No. What?
That's
What's going
I'm
on
saying.
here? Nah,
Is the
I'm
video
really-
shoot at the same lake where Ricky's been fishing?
Ricky said, I'm chumming up now.
He said, yep, coming up now,
Chumming
10-hour
up.
days.
Yeah.
That's
He
it.
said it works both ways.
Let's
Learn
go
from
on.
each other. That's
We
how we've
will.
always been too.
Well, we will
man.
have some fish on the video shoot. It will happen. It's going to be epic.
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 It's gonna
What's that?
It's gonna be
What's
septic.
Septic.
septic?
Hey, I mean,
Hey, what's
nasty,
the weirdest bait you've ever used?
Weirdest bait I've ever used. I would have to say I had soaked some crayfish, some old dead crayfish. I soaked them in some flavors. I've taken crappie minnows. I've soaked them in flavors. I've also soaked some night crawlers in flavors. So that type of stuff, that would probably be the weirdest. You know.
Yeah.
To take some old dead crawdads and soak them. I vacuum sealed them and everything. And then once I got to the place, I used it a couple times, and then it was so bad, the smell so bad, I was like, I'm good.
Tia just fired shots at you, James.
Dang it.
I'm sorry, not Tia. Tina. Tina Spalding just said, "Sorry
said,
guys, was helping Hunter. I just got him out the tub. I've seen him eat raw fish guts, so I guess this is an improvement."
My daughter said
Dang.
we was cleaning bluegills when they were little, and I dared her to eat the guts off the
You
bluegills.
swallowed them?
I did. Swallowed.
He
You
took
know
one
what type
for
of
the team.
bacteria is in there, James?
I lived. I'm alive
You got
still.
a leather stomach.
I do. My stomach
I'm
is-
sorry I doubted you, bro.
Josh Vickers said he said he's been wanting to fish there for a few years.
Oh, Lake Sullivan?
Yep.
Yeah. It's a good lake.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good lake.
300 likes.
He was
300. Ricky said 300 likes. He will do it again.
Hey, maybe that's how we go. Hey, maybe we should start a thing with.
Look, there goes the thumbs.
You know, we need to do some kind of segment. If we get so many
Hey, Ricky sitting there like
subscribers,
this. Ricky sitting there like this.
if we get so many subscribers, we'll do like an episode like Jackass or show or something like that.
There you
Like
go.
Jackass show.
Yeah, I'll be the host and you guys do the dumb shit.
I mean, we'll cheer. I'll be the cheerleader. I'll just cheer him on. Eat that worm. Eat that shit, James. I ate dookie before.
Take a protein shake out some night crawlers or
Oh,
something.
shit.
But anyway, well, I don't know. You got any more questions?
You got some more for me, man?
Yeah, I'm sitting here.
What? Okay, here's one. You go. Here you go. I got one.
What's up, bro?
There you go. What's one of your favorite swims you would like to fish at? Well, no, not that one.
We already did that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you just gotta be with the dream.
Now, of course, you know, I know this, but do you make your own hair rigs?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
What's your test line?
For my coated line, I normally go about 15 to 20 pounds.
20
I
pounds?
normally run about 14 to 17 pounds.
Yeah.
Depending on if I'm hitting big waters, and I like to beef up to like 17-pound tests, you know, and then I'll follow it with a 20-pound leader, you know,
20 pound leg.
coated.
Gotcha. Yeah. You don't get into all that technical stuff that they have.
I don't. I keep it very basic,
Very
man. I don't like, you know, I feel like a chain, you know, you got all this different stuff tied on your line. Eventually, you know, the weakest link is going to expose itself.
I'm kind of though fascinated with the Ronnie rig a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of,
Yeah, that's pretty cool because you can make a lot of adjustments with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, even with the basic hair rig, I still make decent, you know, different adjustments every time. Like when we fished Connorsville, the first time I fished it, I'm fishing, you know, a basic hair rig and with the pop-up. So I take my sinker off just because I knew there was a lot of weeds there. And I know with that pop-up, that pink pop-up that you got, I know it was lifting it up at least 9 inches off of the bottom. And that's what I got my first fish on. Yeah, so it paid off, you know.
it did. It's great.
Yeah.
Anything in the future you'd like to see with the carp fishing? Is be like a sport? Would you like to see a carp fishing become a sport?
Oh, yeah, I definitely would.
I mean,
I definitely would.
I think it's on the way.
yeah,
I think
so.
it is too. I think
It's
it's
just
there.
gonna take time.
It's just going to take a little time maybe to get us to where we really want to be. You know, some working out the kinks and stuff. I think that's the biggest thing.
I think we got certain people in the I'm just gonna say the whole carp community, not just here in Indiana,
Right.
but as far as like New York and you know everything that's going on between the big buffs and you know the commons and all the stuff that's going on in like North Carolina and South Carolina, like Keith Sisney, you know people like Joe Lutz.
Yeah.
Dwayne Davis, you know, with the Major League Carp thing that he's got going on, you know what I mean?
You know,
like, he's showing,
that's something.
he's showing all of us, you know what I mean? Like,
I got an
how
idea
big
for them.
stuff could really, really be. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because
Right.
he's running these tournaments and
And that's the whole thing.
Like-
You know what I think that should happen? I'm not being
he's
interrupted.
doing big, big money
Right.
payouts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Check us out. What do you think about this? Okay. You know, you got what's that called down there? What's this thing he does? What's
The
it?
Major League Carp.
Okay. If you take the Major League Carp League, the Midwest Carp Masters, right? They have their top 10. Midway Carp
You-
Masters have their top 10.
You talking
Have a fish
well,
up.
Kind of like an NFL. Like make it like an NFL type thing.
but see though he's already doing that.
No.
He already
it's-
has standings, everything.
I
You know what I
understand.
mean?
Get their top 10 major leagues,
Mm-hmm.
right? And,
And
top
then
10.
take the top 10,
Yeah,
top
they
10
go-
from
they go
Midwest
to-
Carp Masters.
Yeah, then they go together. They go against each other.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Well, I
saying?
mean, that would be something that, you know, I mean, I think that maybe we could get involved, but we would definitely need other people involved. Like, you know, a lot of the, you know, even like Keith Sisney, Joe Lutz, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dwayne Davis, Phil Lucas and Jenny, you know what I mean? And probably Ron Matthews, you know, Rob Stout. Like, if we would all get involved, you know what I mean? Like, it's on the way because, you know, we may not see it, but you guarantee these people are in one way or shape or form are communicating.
Because you know if you
They may not be talking indirect to each other, you know what I mean? But you can guarantee that everything that these guys are sitting over here building in their own states, you know what I'm
And
saying?
I just gave them the idea.
And I probably,
Eventually, all that's gonna, all that should come together because everything is changing so fast.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, even the tournaments here, you know, and every year when I go to these tournaments, like I'm seeing so many new faces.
Exactly.
There's so
That's
many
the
new
thing.
people that's coming and fishing these tournaments, and not just that, but just coming to the Pay Lake industry, period.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's just so many new faces, so many just new people that's just getting into it.
And that's the thing too, getting out to the people who haven't done it before, and then when people do actually carp fish and fall in love with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once they get that first run and
Oh,
they feel that fight, you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
better than they get that. Just the fight alone is
So,
better than anything that they probably ever caught unless you've been to an ocean. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready to call it wraps.
Right?
Yeah.
You tired?
No, it's not past my time. I just,
That's my time, huh?
Kicking him off the show, man.
No, dude.
No, we could keep. Anybody got any more questions out there? You got anything?
Yeah, you do got a question, James.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, Brian Miller said, what inspired you to make carp cocaine?
Not me.
Jim Donlin.
Jim Dolan.
Jim Dolan, but didn't, he did make carp cocaine.
Actually,
I want to say,
Carp cocaine has been around.
before
It was one of the first.
it was.
Jim did not make the carp cocaine.
It actually came from a different angler, and this is how I want to say.
I want to say it had something to do with Gilbert Huxley and Rick Slinker.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They're the
What's
ones
the
that
history of
originally.
carp
cocaine?
I think they sold that recipe to Jim or something like that.
Well,
I
actually,
don't know.
this is how it went.
Wow.
Ricky and Gilbert, they, I don't know who came up with it first. Came up with the carp cocaine, and the additives in it. It was only maybe had about 4 or 5 ingredients into it.
Yeah.
Jim took over it and he added more because to make a big production of it, it would have been way too expensive.
Yeah. So add more stuff.
You add more stuff to it to what it was.
Instead of having
Stretch it
5
out.
pounds, now
Yeah.
you got 9 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, when I'm mixing it up, I have total of probably about 450 pounds all wrapped up into it.
Wow.
With all the ingredients.
With all the ingredients.
10 pounds of this,
Yeah.
3 pounds of that.
No, 50 pounds of that, 50 pounds of that, 50 pounds of that, 50 pounds of that, then 10 pounds of that, then 4 ounces of that. I mean,
all at once.
4 pounds of that. I mean, it just.
Just know that James is the carp cocaine.
I do it all handmade, mix it all up, bag it.
He's the dealer.
That's why everybody always thinks. That's why everybody always thinks James works out. He don't work out at all, man. He hardly even does any work at work.
I'm the plug for your carp.
Right.
He said another question.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the name? Well, as you heard, he didn't come up with the name.
Bottom feeder?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you.
Are you talking about bottom feeders or are you talking about carp cocaine?
Probably carp cocaine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's followed up by the carp cocaine.
I think that was accurate with the Gilbert.
Yeah, like Gilbert and Rick.
I think it was because it was all white. It was more white, the white substance. that was
I
in
think
it.
it was probably the white cloud that comes off.
Yeah.
And the fact that they was probably killing fish on it too.
Oh, they was. They was definitely.
Not literally.
You gotta understand, Gilbert Huxley was, a lot of, nobody really even knew about Del Hollow.
Exactly.
Gilbert, he pretty,
Gilbert, I mean, everybody knew.
some people knew about it.
Yeah, but
Gilbert's
the one that made.
And you know what's
that
crazy?
whole,
I had an opportunity back in the day. A good guy named, a good friend of mine, Casey Joe,
yeah.
lives in Florida now. Me and him was friends and fishing and stuff like that, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna go." I had never even heard of Gilbert Huxley.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was stuck in the Pay Lake. I never even thought about fishing the wild. Even though I did, but I didn't go fishing for carp. So he was like, "Man, I'm gonna go over here off of Mount Comfort Road and meet this dude named Gilbert Huxley that I met." So we pull up to this place, and Gilbert's over there. He's tearing the fish up, and these are just, there's 2 businesses right here. These are just the draining ditches from their pot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's just carp all in there. I didn't catch no fish. You know what I mean? But Gilbert, I caught a couple bass, but Gilbert caught a couple carp, and that was the first time I really ever met him. And then probably some months down the road, Casey was like, "Hey, Ro, I'm about to go to Del Hollow with
Oh,
Gilbert."
he did a.
He did.
I know what you're talking about.
Casey's got
Because
they did a video shoot down there.
They also did it was in a magazine. It was called Pay Laker Went Wild.
Yeah, Pay Laker went wild.
That was the segment. It was called
Yeah.
Pay Laker Went Wild.
I think I might try to recreate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also the other question was too, how Gilbert noticed that there was mirror carp, or big, huge beauties down there in Del Hall, is because a guy named Charlie Napier, aka the Carpinator. Gilbert was telling me he's getting ready to go down on a houseboat, real cheap with the family, and the Carpinator says, "You want to take your rods?" And I'm like, Gilbert said, "Well, maybe I should, I don't know." The Carpinator's like, "You're going to go to that beautiful lake, and you're not going to take your carp rods."
Yeah.
So basically, Charlie inspired him
Kind
to
of
take
pushed him to go do it. Like,
do it.
Take his
And-
rods down there.
And he did, and
next thing you know, man,
Probably hit that
big
wow
mirrors.
factor.
open the floodgates.
that's what happened.
And then they ain't looked back since.
So,
Yeah, you can pull up anywhere down there and catch them hogs if you got some time. I've seen people pull up in 24 hours and bust some hogs, So.
but yeah,
I've sit there for a week and didn't catch none. But
Yeah,
we,
I heard
we
somebody
went
else
early.
doing that too. Yeah.
We went early though and didn't catch no fish. And that's when I left,
Like,
came
that's
back, and then I left on Amy's birthday and came back. But I hit, I hit two. I had a PB Carmen, PB Mirror on that. You know what I mean? And she was at home the whole time. I hope you don't catch no fish, just like you didn't. She told me, she was like, I was wishing bad mojo on you because you left on my birthday.
oh my God.
But I knew, I still
Sometimes a
I don't-
woman says the craziest thing.
Yeah, I still don't live that down. Leave them ever. I'll probably never do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Happy wife, happy life. That's what I
Yeah,
heard.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your take on spices? This is Braxton Bill Dance Ellison.
No, spices are great.
What's your take on spices? I make a spice boilie that's a line stretcher. Do you guys use boilies?
Oh yes, I use a bunch of
We use
boilies.
boiled spices, especially hot spices, great in the colder seasons.
That's what I'm talking about. I use a bunch of
Yeah.
spices.
It's really good to use something hot too
Yeah,
when the water's
hot,
cold.
especially hot.
Especially in the Pay Lake, you know what I mean? A lot of people right now are using hot.
But that's
Hot
really
flavors.
great that he or she is like, I don't know, what'd you say?
Braxton Bill
Okay,
Dance.
sorry.
We got Bill Dance watching our show.
Nice.
Yeah, I grew up watching Bill
We need to
Dance.
get him on the
The
podcast.
sun's
He
just
never-
starting to climb up over the treetop. When that came on, boy, you just felt good. Like,
Dude, I used to
yes.
love watching that. Every Saturday morning I watch
Oh,
that
yeah,
show.
come on.
But you know what? Hey, you ever watched his bloopers?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
hilarious.
Man, between Bee
I seen one
Nest
of
and him
us-
falling out of the boat.
Yeah, I seen a snake fall out the tree onto him one time. I
Snapping his
said,
rods,
Yep,
or
snap
having
rods.
trouble with his trolling motor.
bumping into the what is it, the hitch?
Or the camera guy falls into the lake.
He said, I'm a man, I'll change my photo.
Sorry about that, man. Sorry, brother. I just thought he.
cool, bro.
I can't see it. How he said that. I thought he said girl. I thought you said she for a second.
No.
But I think what's cool, that what you were just talking about, I think it's great if you're making your own boilies.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That is pretty cool.
That's a good
That's
art.
pretty cool.
Definitely good art.
Yeah,
I
especially,
like to learn that more, how to do
yeah.
that.
It really,
I know there's.
there really is, man. There's
Making
really
everything-
there's really a lot that goes into it, and the only reason I really know is because I've been over there with Justin Keaton
Yeah.
and Zachary Peak before. We went to New York, and they actually had a boilie extruding machine. You know what I'm saying? To where
gun and all that.
yeah, and just seeing all the flowers and spices and that goes into it. You know what I mean? Like James said, you got it's different with boilies. Maybe a bigger place is pumping out a lot more boilies. Maybe they got 50 pounds of this and 50 pounds of that, and 50 pounds of this and 20 pounds of that. But over there, we was like 5 pounds of this, 5 pounds of that. 10, and use a little bit at a time because you can only put so much in the extruder. You know what I'm saying?
They say here our boilies here, or the store bought brand is basically it's kind of like not fresh. It's not they got it's basically shelf life. Over there overseas, they got a certain technique where it's just fresh all the time, you know,
Yeah.
and they
But they're probably,
They're
they're
fishing
probably,
like
yeah,
that,
they're
so that's
fishing,
all
they're
that's all
probably
they
using
use.
that, you know.
yeah.
What do you use to pre-bait?
Oh man, I answer that.
Go ahead. I like using
Field corn,
Field corn.
yeah, field corn, hemp
Cooked.
seed.
Cooked.
Yeah, cooked field corn,
Let it
cooked
split
hemp
up.
seed, and
Split.
cooked tiger nut. What I'll do is I'll boil my field corn, and then towards the end of the boil, I'll add my
range cubes. Range cubes are good.
I'll add my. Come on, man.
If you guys can hear us, if you guys can hear us,
Spit it
give
out.
us a thumbs up.
Range cubes.
Yeah, range cube. Range cube.
What is it?
Sweet mix.
Sweet mix.
Range cubes are really, really good, especially when you pour molasses on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sweet mix got molasses already in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen Gilbert use
I'll
it.
do the range cubes with the sweet mix on top of it with some field corn.
Those salt blocks.
Y'all have so much knowledge.
What?
We do, man. We do. It'd be cool to fish with you.
Who's
You
in
know,
it?
we do
I
have
think-
socials.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. I think we
need a social one.
we need to plan a social and send an invite out to anybody that would like to come out and fish with us.
When we make our schedule, we should do.
It's already made.
Oh.
No, we still got some.
When we do make our schedule, we need to post the socials socially, social media. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we should do that.
So,
I mean, I think
tip
we can go
everybody
back to
off.
some of the people like Brian
Yeah.
Miller. He just sit there and,
And
said,
then-
he said, man, I wish I could fish
Yeah.
with y'all one day because y'all
Yeah,
have so much knowledge.
And then if we tip them off, once we
Hey,
make the
this is where
schedule,
we're going to be at for
this
this video
time,
shoot.
he can prepare for
Anybody's
it.
more than welcome to come show up.
he can prepare for it. If he's got to come from in and out of town, he can get everything ready and come in.
You know, I went up north about a week and a half ago. My brother and
Hey man,
both
my
my
dang on bottle, bro.
both my brother-in-law.
Oh shit, did I Fuck this shit. Nah, just playing. Go ahead.
But I went up north and I had to take Fall Creek, so I passed. I had to pass 79th and Fall Creek, man.
Oh, that's a good one, place. That's a good
Yep,
place.
and I want to fish at this end, not the where we always want to fish by the island.
Yeah.
I want to fish that first pull in.
Okay. 79.
Cool. 79.
Oh, he's in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of hard.
Me as of a deal.
But I may head down there once, soon.
Yeah.
So we might be.
I
able
do
to
like
make
try to
that.
get some bottom feeder baits into one of their bait shops down there. If,
Man, I can probably put that in the works for you. Just because the raffles that I've been playing, there 2 or 3 of them are
Staples?
actually yes.
I tried. I gave the guy at Staples my account.
Yeah, but the only thing about it though is
How to get all that stuff down there.
you just have to make that drive.
I'm getting ready to buy a trailer, and what I'm thinking about doing, if I get a trailer, put all of the bottom feeder baits on it, and tell a bunch of bait shops down there, to Pay Lakes and whatever, hey, I'm coming down to your coming to that area, to that bait shop. You guys tell me how much you want. I got it for you. Then I'm going to the next bait shop. And I do that twice a year. Jim Donald gave me that idea. That
Yeah, but you'd have to take a lot down there if you're
Yeah.
only going down twice a year.
trailer. Let them think out how much they want. Okay, you want
Get your
this?
U-Haul.
Yeah, you want 20
Yeah,
bags
but
of that?
that's what I'm saying though. You would definitely want to get that in order before you went down there because you wouldn't want to take.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I called them first. Hey, hey, I'll be in your area. I've got a bunch of bottom feeder baits. You guys tell me what you think, how much you want, and I'll have this all just pick. I guess I don't know. I never really
Figure
tried.
out something. You got
I know
try.
flavor
Never know.
companies they
Never know until you try. Close
do
mouth don't
it.
get fed.
I mean,
baby.
but if I took like a big old trailer full of pack bait and other ingredients, just fill it all up, hey, I'm coming down here.
Yeah.
Pick what you guys want.
Can't you
Here's
get
the-
those flavored corns and tiger nuts and stuff too? That stuff is
I can't, right now I'm having a hard time
killing the stuff on that.
getting 6-ounce containers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't, they're always out of it. I'm having a hard time getting it.
Get smaller containers.
4 ounces,
It's always about 2 inches in there. That ain't nothing anyway, but air.
Son of a
Yeah, you only put 20 of them in there, James.
He weighs.
I'm just saying. I mean, but that's more than enough. I had one last me 2 seasons one time. That was more than enough.
Yeah, I should ask him
so,
about that.
but it was still about that much space in there that you're not taking up. You know,
Yeah.
maybe you don't need those big bottles.
Then the sticker probably fit right.
You could probably put the same amount in the same amount that you put in them 6-ounce containers. They probably fit perfect in a 4-ounce container.
Probably. Something to think about. Things make you go,
But yeah,
Yeah.
I guess we could go ahead and wrap it
Yeah,
up.
I'm ready to wrap it up.
That's
It was good talking to you, Dejuan. I'm glad you came.
Hey, right on,
Yes.
man.
Yeah, appreciate
I'm
you.
gonna come and
letting
hang
us
out more often.
Yeah, definitely. More walk, stop by in here anytime when you want.
I mean, it's on my way home too, so that's
That's always a plus, isn't it?
Yeah.
And but yeah, let's call it a wrap. All right, so again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do. Also,
What's up, Dave Ash?
what's up? Huh?
Yeah, it's almost time to come up there. When that water warm up, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it up there too, man, because
You
I
got to, bro. We
I
got to.
need
If we have to, you know what I'm saying? We'll put something together.
you know, there's some
dead
places,
serious.
you know, there's some places up there where you can rent little cabins. Because me and my lady was looking at it for on my birthday weekend last year.
Where at? Reelfoot?
Michigan.
No, by Michigan.
What, on some big lakes or what?
No, just on Lake Michigan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's about There's
Look, James said, "Who's hitting that like
Who's
button?
hitting the like
Stop.
button?
Stop hitting the like
I
button."
just hit 50.
So next week, I guess I'm eating a Nightcrawler live on Facebook. But anyway,
Yep. So you guys tune into that. That's going to be a good one. Who is our next? Who's our next?
our next guest is Kristen Simpson.
Christine Simpson.
Christine Simpsons.
Uh,
She's
That's pretty badass.
sponsored by K1.
K1 Bates.
Yeah, K1
Yeah.
Bates. And she's also the captain of the USA Carp
Carp
Squad.
Squad. Carp team.
Or Carp team.
And they're going to be fishing in the Worlds. I want to say next
Lady
year,
Angler.
2023. Ain't it next
Actually,
year?
bro.
2023 is when
I think
the
so.
Worlds is coming.
I'm not quite sure. We'll have to talk to her about that. But
I mean, that'd be one of the questions that we ask, but I want to say that's because when me, Justin, and Zach went up there to New York in the spring, when we got there, she was there, and the USA team, I want to say, had got challenged to a fish off.
Wow.
Oh.
I gotta check that out.
Oh. We've been challenged.
Ain't that it?
USA's been challenged.
Well, it was. I want to say it was. I don't think it was Richie Eldridge that challenged them,
Iceman.
but he was on. I want to say he was on the team that was. You know what I mean? Like maybe it was some type of fish off or something. We'll be able to ask her next week, and I'm sure she'll be able to give. But they was actually fishing, and you know they can't even smoke. You know that Worlds thing is really really crazy.
Yeah.
Like you
No
can't
coffee?
no. I mean,
No uppers?
no drugs.
No-
No,
I gotta wear a COVID.
No,
I
hey.
gotta wear a COVID mask.
they're trying to get it. I think they're almost
They're
wanting to
making it
make
like
it
an
to-
Olympics type.
They're making where you can't smoke cigarettes or nothing.
Oh.
They're trying to make it to where, you know, they're dropping people.
Mentally.
Yeah, no
It's all
nicotine. They wanted you to be all 100% doing natural, same like the Olympics. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to make sure everybody's on their A game and nobody's cheating, taking a supplement to stay up longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you better get
But the New York tournament this year is like 94 hours.
Damn.
Like it went from a 3-day tournament, you know what I mean, to like a 4, to like a 4 or 5 day tournament.
Damn. That's pretty cool though.
So that's our next guest next week.
Yeah.
We got a lot of guests happening on this throughout this whole entire month. We got a double hitter, Drive After Kristen. We got Phil Lucas and Rob Stout all in 1 week.
Yep, which are
Yep.
two main heavy hitters
Yeah.
in the Midwest.
Heavy.
Yeah. Phil Lucas is he's a hell of a Paylaker, and he's also runs. He's one of the anglers that runs the Midwest Carp Masters. Rob Stout also, he does the whole
Rob's a member of it too.
point system.
Yep, he keeps track of the point system.
And yeah,
every
he's
week.
the owner of Get the Lead Out.
Yep.
Great
And then
product.
also, I know that Phil Lucas is the main distributor for the Indiana area. I want to say for One on Baits. I don't know if he is for R&W.
Gotcha.
I think he is though, because
I'm pretty sure he's probably mixed up.
I'm sure if he's getting one on, he's
so
getting
Joe
one.
Lutz bought both of them.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Joe Lutz too. Couldn't ask for a better sponsor. You know what I mean? Better flavor company to actually,
He's great
to be a part of. You know what I mean? Being a part of R&W has been before I probably even thought about being sponsored by anybody.
Classic.
It's been around for a long
I still
time.
got a bunch of bottles of R&W.
It's proven to work. You know, it all works, but it's what to each his own.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Always support your local bait shops.
Yep.
Naptown Bait and Tackle.
And take a kid fishing.
Take a kid fishing.
Indy Bait and Tackle.
Yeah.
Adams Outdoors.
Yeah.
I think that's something.
Indy Bait and Tackle.
I think that's something we should work on too.
What's up?
I think we need to work on having a kids tournament somewhere.
Yeah. You know, I've been thinking about a lot of different things as far as with the kids, like an after school type deal, like we go into a school and see if any kids are, interested. And
Even in fishing or even...
And like football teams, like you go to, pull up to one of these parks and see if any of the parks are like if the kids, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it would be hard to do like that, because we wouldn't be able to just pull up to a park and like, hey kids,
no, not
Stranger danger.
we got fishing poles and candy.
No, of course, talk to the grown-ups and
talk to
who's
the
ever
adults,
running the program. We talk to them,
Yeah, for sure.
and see how they feel about
Mommy,
it.
who's this man?
He's stupid.
But I'm just saying, like, I see what you're saying, though, you know what I mean? But, that's just,
I mean, even a kid's hospital or something, something like
But
that.
I'm sure we wouldn't, as many people that follow us and as many people that follow us and as many people that we know, that have kids, that people that we know that fish, that we know their kids are gonna follow. So it'd be better if we branched out that way and reached them people, to bring their kid in.
Yeah, I think it would, but
And I'm sure we can get all kinds of fishing poles for kids.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure we can send people.
Man,
People would go to Naptown. People would go to Indy Bait Tackle. Yeah. People would go to Adams Outdoors and either drop off a kid's fishing pole or go there and donate $15, $20 to buy a fishing pole. You know what I'm saying? That we can give away to every kid that shows up.
Right.
So I'm sure if we put something together, man.
People will back us up. If just the cause is good enough there, people will back us up.
With a kids fishing tournament, it probably, just to keep the kids' interest, it probably wouldn't just be just carp. It probably just had to be all kinds of species.
I wouldn't do a
Yeah,
tournament.
just biggest fish.
Yeah.
Whether
Right.
hypothetically speaking, you bring your son, you bring your boy, and I bring my 16-year-old daughter. You know what I mean? That don't like to fish at all, by the way. But we all bring them, and you may be having hunter fish for carp. You might have your boy fishing for catfish because there's big cats in here and you want him to win the big trophy. And I probably might have my daughter over here just catching bluegill or catching bass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it could
as
be
long as they're catching something and having fun, I think that's.
And then if anything, do biggest fishing, cat, carp, bluegill, bass. You know what I mean? That way everybody's not coming fishing for the same thing.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Always practice good carp care.
Always practice good carp care.
Landing nets.
Yeah, and it's really good to be out too, man, and being fishing and seeing so many people that are doing it.
Yeah. You're square if you're not doing it.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get everybody in tune with that. You know what I mean?
That's good.
I know, a lot of the lake owners here, they're starting to get in tune with, hey, take care of my fish.
Yeah.
Right. I'd be the same way.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would. I mean, that would be my rule. If you can't protect my fish that you're coming here to fish for or whatnot, He said, "What's wrong?"
That's just the rules, man. The rules are set.
I mean, it should be like
You want me to
that.
throw you on the rocks?
The rules are set in place to keep everybody honest. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep. And always for your online carp needs, big carp tackle.
tackle.
Always, they'll ship straight to your door.
Yeah.
Dave and them good guys over there.
Good guys. Get you what you want.
Yeah. Shout out to Bottom Feeder Baits, which is one of our sponsors. Shout out to Carp King Flavors, our other sponsor. So, if one of you guys out there is watching, own a business or whatnot, you guys believe in what we're doing, reach out to James Sanders or myself or anybody on the team.
Yeah.
If you guys like to become the sponsor of the team,
We are going to have t-shirts here soon.
Yep, we will be having t-shirts soon. But the more sponsors that we get makes it easier on the sponsors that we already have. Because the more sponsors that we have, if each sponsor is pitching in just a little bit here, a little bit there, it brings the price down between everybody. And it helps out the team and helps out the future of the team too.
Yes, it does. We appreciate it.
Yeah, that would be nice.
What?
If we could, what Tia just said.
What did you say?
She said, "How did Ernie Thompson do his grandkids trophy? Maybe do
Yeah,
something."
I done
like
thought of that too.
That'd be real nice if he would let us do a kids event out there like what he did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He did a great job.
No, he always does a great job.
He always got the bait shops too that give him donated.
Yeah, there was always lots of donations. There was free, every kid got a fishing pole.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, man, I guarantee you, if we put something together like that,
Yeah.
I guarantee you everything would come together exactly how it's supposed
I bet
to.
it would too.
Because a lot of people would step
Everybody will
up,
step into the places
you know
where
what I mean,
everybody.
and help. And all it takes is a little bit of time, a little bit of dedication, and giving people a heads up and letting them know, hey, this is what it is. We need to have this done by this time. We need you guys to help us out by stepping up, going to Indy Bait and Tackle, Naptown Bait and Tackle, and Adams Outdoors, and maybe going in and giving a small donation, or even going in and buying a fishing pole or two, and tell them, hey, this is for Team Fish Fighters to give away to the kids for the kids tournament.
Yeah.
So make sure you subscribe to our channel.
Yes. Like
Yeah.
and subscribe.
Don't forget to hit the like button and be
Subscribe,
Yeah,
like
subscribe,
James says.
like James
subscribe.
says.
Subscribe.
Hit that like button. Hit the bell button. And you guys share this video for us, man. We appreciate you guys watching our show. We appreciate Dejuan
And
doing
tune
something.
in next
y'all
week.
having me.
I am going to eat a night crawler.
Yeah, make sure you tune in next week because James is going to eat a box of night crawlers.
One night crawler.
One box of night balls.
What do you night crawler with steak sauce? If they want steak sauce.
Nah, you can't flavor it, man.
Yeah, you can't flavor it down. He's going to bring it in all flavored. It's going to be all mashed.
By the time he
Throw
come in,
anyone
it's gonna
on
be
it,
on top
you
of a
know?
salad or something. He
Get
gonna
some
be
seasoned salt.
Oh man, it ain't gonna be wormy.
Yeah, you got to bring it straight. You got to bring the worm. You got to bring the worm in the box.
Kebab.
In the box.
We're gonna make
It
worm
has to be,
kebab.
and you just got to reach in there and grab a worm with the dirt on it and everything.
No.
What do you mean,
They give me like
no?
a cup. I could dip it in water. It's like.
Yeah, wash it off. Give me a little something you can go
You
like that.
put in some hot sauce.
Fry
You be
it.
laying in bed later on it.
Hurt.
Like, man,
Hey,
my something sticking in my stomach.
Tia, I got worms. Oh, come join you, honey.
All right, man. So we appreciate you
Hey,
guys.
thank you
man.
much for watching the show. Tight lines.
See you next
See ya, guys.
week.
Have a good one.
Bye.